already paddle on a pole and it...
Hey, you cheating?
Me? Cheat? And look at this. It's a brawn panties match.
Yes!
Okay, so we got a brawn panties paddle on a pole match. Here's how that's going to work. See, the first woman to strip her opponent down to brawn panties becomes a women's world champion. And she gets to use the paddle to spank the loser.
Woohoo!
Fine.
Spank. Thanks a lot, Stacy.
All right, it is time to get into Monday Night Raw for October 7th, 2002.
No, wrong one. The drugs, the money, the drugs and the jugs. And
That's actually good. They do the drugs and the money.
I smoke crack, and then I watch Raw.
Yeah, what
on
an awesome
SmackDown,
time.
they were talking about sex and more sex, and now you got drugs.
Well, now the competition is gone, and we are now
There is
just
no competition,
WWE being WWE. Right.
Damn, it
so
feels good to be entertainment.
we got the F out. We're WWE now.
WWF just ended, right?
Pretty like in March,
the E got
right?
out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And we are now doing the first ever Raw Roulette.
Wow.
It's Vegas, baby!
Woo! Spend your
Actually,
money.
Not a bad idea. Now, before we get into the actual episode, we're going to go back in time a little bit, check the Observer, and see what is going on back in the day.
That was my go back in time sound.
Yeah, great. Sounds like thunder. So, the Observer, October 7th, 2002. This is on the exact date that Raw aired. We'll also be talking about the week after it aired, but we'll start here.
Sure.
So, the very first thing is when Vince McMahon was asked if he wanted to bring back ECW. Now, remember, this is October 7th, 2002. He was asked if he wanted to bring back ECW. He talked about wanting to do so and giving it a late night time slot as a separate entity.
What?
According
Really?
to one person at the meeting, to say that response was even flippant about an overstatement. McMahon was also talking about wanting to purchase the rights to ECW footage in bankruptcy court. Now, Vince said that one day they may make ECW a third brand, but right now they are struggling to establish Raw and SmackDown as separate brands.
Interesting. Wow. Yeah.
This was in 2002.
And so ECW, what, 06, 07? So it's only
Yeah.
4 years
Yeah,
after
that's
that.
about
that they
right.
One
actually
Night Stand
do
was,
it.
what, 05, the first one?
Yeah. So pretty shortly after that. So yeah, I mean, I guess he wasn't lying. He really did want to do
I guess
something.
they had it
Yeah.
planned down.
That was the same pitch that for me to be in Deadlock. You have a late night slot.
It
Midnight.
changed, so. Just like this one changed, it changed. So.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Vince McMahon was also asked in a meeting about the different assets outside of WWE because WWE was trying to run a couple businesses at the time. They had WWF New York. They had the World that New York turned into, I guess. In the meeting, McMahon admitted that SmackDown Records was a mistake. So SmackDown Records was a publishing label for albums and music.
I wonder how many things was actually published on SmackDown Records. I feel like we talked about this before, and I think
we did. There was Neurotica. Remember that? That was the only thing I can think of for
that's
SmackDown
right.
Records.
And I think it becomes like just WWE music after that too. Yeah, Neurotica, all their albums. Yeah, Neurotica was actually the only one, you're right, Tony.
They were like the SmackDown Records band. I don't remember.
So
he said
they
that was a
had-
mistake.
yeah. I hate Neurotica.
He talked about the idea of using the new movie production company to make low-budget, straight-to-video movies involving WWE wrestlers.
Oh, no.
Which on the surface sounds like the latest in a string of unsuccessful non-wrestling moves by WWE.
Yeah, shocking.
Well, they do that too.
They should do pro wrestlers. I got a good idea. Pro wrestlers versus zombies. They should cut that one out.
That slipped out from underneath them. Sorry.
Damn it.
Vince McMahon also said that the world was horribly mismanaged and lacking in direction. He says with both of those businesses, they are only viable if wrestling is hot as hell. And thankfully it was, but now it is not so much.
So how does that work? Does I mean, obviously I'm not, I don't think Vince was going to the world to work, but like, who did he put in charge of the world? Like, do you think it's somebody that we knew? Do you think like Kevin Kelly was in charge of the world?
Yeah, I don't know. I assume he got like an outside company to run most of it,
yeah,
right?
Maybe it was just franchised. Fuck it.
Just one guy know who would work well in that position.
Shane Douglas, how did he not make a business just franchising? That's on its own, bro. What the fuck?
So I don't know if you have any more on the world. I had some info that, like, when they mentioned the world, I wrote stuff down. I don't know if you want to mention it here or later or whatever.
No,
sure, go for it.
So in July, they opened a venue inspired, sister venue in Niagara Falls. It was WWE Niagara Falls, which featured a gift store and a drop tower theme ride.
You know
unlike the world that was owned by the Niagara Canadian Hotel, and they only had a licensing agreement.
I'm pretty sure that existed way beyond the world. Like, that was around for a while.
Now, you're talking about those rides where you get in the seat and it takes you up and then just drops you down, right?
Apparently, yeah. It was just like a...
Fuck that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't owned by WWE. It was just a licensing agreement through WWE. So I don't know how that works.
Here it says that was started in July of 2002 and it closed in March 2011.
So wow.
It was around for a while. And it was like, it was like the world. It had like figures and shit like in it. Like, it was like just a WWE store and all. I don't know if it had a restaurant. I'm assuming it did.
It says Linda McMahon in 2003 closed it down to concentrate more on the global efforts. So that's how they spun it.
What does that
the global efforts? You know. Come on.
was WWF the world hurting the environment?
They're going to focus more globally than locally in New York. You know,
I see. Fair enough, of course.
Vince McMahon also talked about creating some sort of service for people to pay to view old tapes. That way they would try to make money from the company's vast tape library, which includes old WCW tapes.
You know, what's crazy is I think even before, like, that's obviously 02, I'm pretty sure Vince was talking about a WWF channel, like, even years before that.
That's pretty crazy. Like, all these ideas, I thought that was crazy. Like, seeing it written.
Do you guys remember WWE On Demand? When was that around?
24/7.
24/7, yeah.
When was that? When did that happen? Was that?
I remember I had
24.
Yeah, that was I think like 2007. Or
I was young when I saw 24/7 on TV.
When was like the first Money in the Bank? I remember having 24/7 around then. I don't know why I linked that together.
Classics on Demand. That's what it was.
Yeah,
24/7 Classics on Demand. 2004, November 2nd, 2004.
Brock Lesnar was still wrestling when 24/7 was around. I'm pretty sure.
And it was if for anyone that didn't have 24/7, it was legit. Just like you would go onto your like satellite or cable thing and go through the WWE On Demand menu, and you could either buy shit if you didn't have a subscription, or if you had a subscription to it, you could just go through and like click on stuff, and they would have like best ofs. I'm pretty sure Taz and maybe Joe Styles hosted a few things on there.
They had a Legends of Wrestling thing. Do you remember that?
The Legends of Wrestling Roundtable.
I think that might be on the network now.
It is. I love Legends of Wrestling Roundtable. Yeah, it's really good. I'm pretty sure there's an episode where JR shits on TNA of Legends of Wrestling Roundtable.
That's awesome.
So the WWE developmental roster in 2002 is currently this. I want you to listen to these names.
Sure.
Charlie Haas, Danny and Doug Basham, Lance Cade, Kevin Thorne, Travis Tomko, Matt Morgan, Sean O'Hare and Mark Jindrak, Rob Conway, Nick Dinsmore, Shelton Benjamin, Jackie Gata, and Nova.
Are these all names that were just written down, or the only ones you remembered? Or these
were
just
all
the
names in OVW that they had.
That's crazy. All those people, I can't believe I know all of them.
I know. That's what I was thinking exactly.
I don't know if stacked is the right word, but they obviously all became something.
Yeah, they used them in some regard, all of them. So
that's so crazy. And like, compared to now, some people you never hear of,
you never
hear of them ever.
Usually developmental, there's like two people that come out of it that you see.
Yeah.
And now it's like, whoa, that's crazy.
So along in the observers that I was reading through, this is just me talking, but WWE ratings and perception have seemed to nosedive extremely bad over the last year. Oh, wow. Sports Illustrated did a piece on how WWE is dying. They just did a straight hit piece about how WWE is dying.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
WWE is now taking shots at Monday Night Football on Raw, which Meltzer said equates now to an ant trash talking an elephant. Which is crazy. Which is crazy because just a few years back, WWF was really hurting the Monday Night Football rating.
We even talked about it on the pod. I think we even mentioned the football.
Raw, football, and Simpsons. That's all.
Yeah, and by 2002, just WWF or WB now just completely not a big part of culture anymore, which is like
crazy,
insane,
man. Yeah.
Brian Kendrick, his name was Spanky at the time, will be getting a tryout in either Las Vegas or Phoenix on this show or the SmackDown taping, as he's being brought in for both those shows. Gabe Sapolsky from ROH actually mentioned to Meltzer that some of the wrestlers in WWE had started getting tapes and that would lead to the Office getting the tapes because the wrestlers would give them the tapes, and then they would offer the guys spots that way, which was better than sending tapes in and just hoping to someone see it.
Whoa.
Yeah, he gets signed, right?
He does get signed.
I don't know how soon after that, but obviously, I don't know if it's from that appearance or not, but he does get signed. And,
there was actually stories about Kendrick. He had tried out for WWE before. They told him no because they weren't really looking for smaller dudes.
Was that the same time as Brian?
Probably. I assume so.
I think around that time is the same Brian, got a tryout as well, and
they just weren't looking for cruiserweights at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, funny enough, now they are. So it's just timing, really, because Little Guido also got a tryout at both TVs this week in dark matches.
Wow.
And now WWE has expressed interest in loading up on cruiserweights, which obviously we know goes to SmackDown.
He's in NXT as Tony D'Angelo now, too. That's awesome.
Oh, my God. Wow,
finally made it.
That's awesome.
Big Guido. That's awesome.
Yeah, large Guido.
The Observer for October 14th, this is the week after. Only a few things here. I thought this was funny. Hulk Hogan is being sued over a boat he sold for $65,000 on eBay. The buyer is suing Hulk Hogan over the condition of the boat, claiming it was misrepresented in the ad.
Damn, dude.
So Hogan worked this dude, and now he's going to sue him.
I wonder how that ended. Fuck,
I actually would be pretty interested to see how that ended.
Yeah.
Also,
sweet.
one last thing here. More on WWE wrestlers as they are appearing on the show Blind Date. Hurricane ended up taping an episode, and the girl who dated Maven fell head over heels for the Hurricane.
Oh my God, the Hurricane, baby!
So we gotta watch that. Put down the list too.
All right, I got you.
So that was all that I got for the Observer. What were the ratings looking like around this time for Raw?
So the ratings, I mean, we were talking about how they, weren't doing great, but I feel like this rating is still pretty well, but you can see it's on the kind of decline here. Raw on October 7th did a 3.79 rating, which is its best number since 8/26. The big success on the show was the TLC match, which did a 420. Whoa.
Nice.
Over 25 minutes, which spelled most of the ratings increase for the show right there. Last 10 minutes of the match did a 4.44, which is a 5.44 million viewer number there. And the match itself did 1,076,000 viewers, the most growth for any match on any show in a long time. It was the highest rated segment on a Raw show since 8/12, where when an 8-man tag with Triple H, Lance Storm, Christian, and Test took on The Rock, Undertaker, Booker T, and Goldust, did a 4.50 overrun. Which
what
is
a crazy tag
what a
that
match.
sounds like.
Yeah, what the hell?
Match. What the hell?
Yeah, Tess and Triple H teaming.
Triple H and the Un-Americans.
Yeah, that's
against
insane.
the Americans.
And now, as we know, the Un-Americans are pretty much done with, or at least Christian when it comes to it. But adding basically a million viewers.
Yeah,
right?
it was 3.79 and then
over 10 minutes, a million people tuned in over a 10-minute period is insane.
So crazy. Yeah, that's. I mean, it goes to show that TLC was a big fucking draw, honestly. But
we'll talk about more about TLC when we get into the actual show here. But huge draw at this point.
Just to give you an idea, October 8th, 2001, which is a year ago from the show, did a 4.5. So
we're almost down a full point. Yeah,
things were we're coming down.
All right, Tony, I'm bringing you in.
All right, we got dark matches and we got heat tapings for this show. So, you know how they do it in Vegas. They got a local radio show, which they didn't name what it was, did a Spin-a-Rooney contest. And
Cornelius and Bob, 4.5?
Probably, yes. Oh, I forgot about that. And then the 3 contestants were booed out of the ring, they say.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Come on.
And then
who do you think could do the best Spin-a-Rooney out of us 3?
Tony, probably.
I was going to say, Tony's a lanky motherfucker.
Yeah, I feel like Tony's got
I've never actually done a Spin-a-Rooney, though, so I don't know.
Next Deadlock meetup, the first ever Deadlock Spin-a-Rooney contest.
You gotta get a local radio guy to host it, though.
Yeah, weenie in the butt. I got him.
Michael Jim. Yeah.
Then we have heat tapings for this. They apparently did it before this Raw. Molly Hawley insults a woman in the audience who jumps the rail and attacks her.
She's a local radio host. Kylene Jen, too.
Mark Jindrak defeated Justin Credible. Raven says he's tired of being held back and he'll be more aggressive in the future.
His whole career.
And then Lance Storm defeated Johnny Stamboli.
Oh my God.
And they killed him. Tyson Boy on the pro matches. He's going to rip his eyes out and fuck him. He'll fuck his eye socket.
And that is your dark match.
I will
Heat
still fuck you, John
tapings.
Cena. That's why I didn't get signed. Can't go out there and say you're gonna fuck John Cena's eyes out, Johnny Stamboli. Well, it's this new thing I'm trying.
New gimmick.
Good gimmick.
Red rum.
He's a
You can't just
football
go on
murderer.
the mic.
He's a football murderer. Red run. All right, break. All right, now it's time to get into the actual show here, Raw, October 7th,
No, it's
2002.
Vegas, baby.
Oh shit! Right.
So it shows Eric Bischoff's fucking face in the opener here.
I love that.
Was this the one on the spinny wheel or not? No, this is the spin.
No,
this is the
just
Raw intro.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
just
Raw
like
intro.
the bumper with the flashing Eric Bischoff face.
Got it. Yeah, at the
smug
very
little
end.
fucker.
Didn't they used to have, when Stone Cold came out, it was Stone Cold then Eric, right?
Yeah,
You know how-
right.
Yeah.
It was the GM for the show.
Which is awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so Eric Bischoff's face shows at the beginning, and then it cuts backstage, and it's Eric Bischoff's fucking face again.
They should have matched it up frame for frame. That would have been fantastic.
They also
Yeah,
had
that's
a
sweet.
Raw Roulette Now intro with all, the Vegas song. That's not
Vegas,
Vegas, but,
They showed these throughout the night. Now, I didn't write these down every time it happened, but
Yeah.
they showed bumpers for Vegas throughout the night, just randomly.
them.
When they come back from commercial, it'd just be like, look, we're in a car filming on our iPhone down the street. It's
Look,
Vegas.
here's a casino, and here's another casino. It's Vegas.
Yeah, all right. Ooh.
We believe you. We fucking believe you.
Actually, you know what, man? They were so obviously trying to tell you they're in Vegas. I actually don't believe they were in Vegas.
Yeah,
Because
but you know what? I think you're right. I think this was a fake fucking show.
I think so too, because the only fucking segments they showed were Eric Bischoff backstage in a room and then the ring. So as far as I know, they're not in fucking Vegas. You can be anywhere.
Yeah,
They're
you're
probably
right.
in Reno, Nevada or some shit.
Dude,
They're
we
liars.
have to run a roulette episode where we say we're in Vegas and we use stock footage and we're not in Vegas.
Dude, some of this
That'd be
was
awesome.
stock footage. They played stock casino footage on
They
this.
absolutely did, right?
So
yeah,
yeah, they
oh,
did. For real.
absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Wow. Yeah. I think we're lying to the fans.
Yeah, I think that
is the
rules.
It's Vegas night. We're not
Vegas,
gonna put
baby.
all-
Woo!
Yeah. We're on the moon. This is the moon edition of Raw.
As long as you use stock footage, they don't know any different.
Yeah, I guess
You'll
you're right.
never know.
Plant the
So-
DPW flag on the moon.
Eric Bischoff is in his office with a wheel, 2 Vegas showgirls, and a poster of himself on the wall smiling.
Great.
As you do.
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff goes through a few options on the wheel, such as the following matches: the HLA match,
Woo!
Bischoff's choice match, and then the Kiss My Ass match.
Woo!
So you're going to tell me that they show us the Kiss My Ass match and the
They don't do
HLA
it.
match and the
I know.
Bischoff choice match, and they don't do any of those on the
don't
whole
do any
show.
of it.
You're
They
right.
don't do any
Yeah.
of it. Wow.
That's so weird. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, we don't get one of those. That's
They're trying to
fucked.
surprise us, with the rest of them.
He does say it is live from Las Vegas, Nevada, but he's lying.
Liar. Prove it. Walk outside.
He's in Stamford, Connecticut. Titan
We would know.
Towers.
We've been to Vegas. You go outside, you'll see every fucking
You go
thing.
outside right now.
I wrote down the rest of these. If you want me to tell you what the rest of the wheel says, I have it all.
I remember
You
a
wrote down
couple-
all of them?
I wrote them all down. Yeah,
No,
I'll try to
Tell me.
I'll try to remember a couple of them.
they were different. There's different versions of the wheel. This wheel wasn't always the same from
Okay.
different like in this episode it's the same, but in different Vegas
Yeah.
episodes the wheel
They
changes.
changed the matches. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I know there was a diaper match. There was
Yes, there was a diaper match.
Capture the Midget, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, capture the midget.
I'm sure there was some 4 different versions of Extreme Rules or hardcore matches.
Actually, there is not.
Really?
There is not.
There was a street
Yeah.
fight, right? I know, but they did that one.
Yes.
All right, just run them down. Yeah. What
So
else? Was
I think there was a question mark on there too.
Okay, just
it had a
was that
handicap
Bischoff's
match.
choice? No.
Maybe. There was a handicap match with a picture of a wheelchair, as you do.
Okay,
A Las
sure.
Vegas showgirl match, a steel cage, a first blood, capture the midget, it's legal in Vegas, blindfold, falls count anywhere, TLC, last man standing, coal miner's glove, diaper
Oh,
match,
that's okay.
Singapore cane, Las Vegas street fight, on a pole match, blank on a pole match, and a bra and panties match.
So no coal miner's glove.
No.
Coal miner's glove. I still can't get the coal
Couldn't
miner's
get the
glove
rating
match.
for it, so we could have watched it.
Dude, it's a 4-star. The first one, got a 4-star. They're not going to run
Shut
it
the hell
back.
up, Tony.
That's why it
Shut
stings
the hell
best
up.
matches.
It's good. It's a good one.
But Bischoff then spins the wheel to set up for this first match here, and it lands on Steel Cage. We have no idea who's in it, though. We don't know. It's just Steel
That's a
Cage.
pretty sweet way to open the show, though.
Yeah, I think so, too. Yeah. And again, HLA, Bischoff's Choice, or Kiss My Ass match all sounded awesome. I'm upset we didn't get any of those.
I know. I actually can't believe they did that. I was like, damn, I thought they at least... I definitely thought the HLA match was fucking happening.
Yeah, me too. I mean, dude, it was one of the most over things at the time, it seemed like, because there were 700 HLA signs in the fucking crowd all night. It's unbelievable. And then we go into the intro.
It shows the world footage. This place looks so dead. This is rough.
Yeah, I mean, there's people, but it doesn't look like
they
much
don't
is
look like they're having
popping.
fun.
business was only booming during wrestling shows, right? During
You're telling
pay-per-views,
me that people, Tony, you don't think people wanted to go to the World to see Randy Orton before anyone knew who the fuck Randy Orton was?
Yeah, who is this? He said, come here, I'll give you an autograph. I don't know if I can know you.
Please,
I think I remember Maven and Nydia hanging out at the World too, or New York or something. That brought out all the stars for him.
See, all the ones I remember are from WWF New York, like the infamous Jerry Lynn promo. From
like Sable grinding and shit.
Yeah. There's an HLA in Sin City sign, one of many HLA signs. I saw a Fozzy sign, which I was blown away by.
They're super big rock stars.
I couldn't believe. I guess so.
Huge rock stars.
I couldn't believe it.
I'm pretty sure the only reason they had the Fozzy stuff is because that was literally Jericho's gimmick at the time. Was Fozzy? His gimmick was Fozzy.
You're right, because he has a Fozzy shirt on this show too.
Yeah. Once we get to, he actually comes up soon too.
When you talk about Fozzy, do you guys remember Mongoose McQueen? Was that around this time? Was that this time or that time?
I don't know if it was this time, but I remember it. Yeah.
So Jericho was saying that he wasn't the lead in Fozzy. It was Mongoose McQueen was the lead in Fozzy.
I don't know if MTV did it or like WWF did it on one of their shows, but I specifically remember them doing like a report on that.
So, fun story. When I was a kid, I went to a Fozzy concert after a Raw because they played. They used to piggyback off a Raw. So they
wait, you went to a Fozzy concert?
I went to a Fozzy concert back in the day. Just listen.
How did I never know that you did this?
No, first of all, I just want to say that's pretty cool.
That is fucking sweet.
It was back in the day, like during this time, I think. So like Fozzy would piggyback off Raw and they'd run like local venues after Raw. So then like the superstars would come up there. And Austin was just fucking shit-faced the entire time. He was drinking like 30 beers on stage. Just drinking.
You want to hear Stone Cold sing, "Enemy, you're my enemy"?
That's about how it went. Mark Jindrak was there, I think, and he showed his abs, and that was cool,
I thought you were going to say showed his abs.
I definitely thought you were going abs.
Showed his abs.
Okay, true.
But then, like, before the show, you could, like, talk to Jericho. I don't know why he was just hanging out in the lobby.
What have I become?
I went up to Jericho and I said, "Hey man, I was looking for Mongoose McQueen," and he goes, "I killed that guy." I go,
"Oh my god!"
Oh my god! Jericho has killed a guy.
What the fuck? Was. Confirmed in Vegas. Killed a guy
in Vegas. He
That's
killed
actually
Mongoose
pretty
McQueen.
sweet. How have you never told that story ever?
How have I never heard that we talk about Jericho singing every week?
Because I never, like, until now, it just unlocked some memory from my Pandora's box back there.
So what year would that have been?
This time, I think, like 2002, 2004.
Do you remember
06,
a
08.
single song that would have been on that concert?
Whatever their main one was it Enemy? Was that the one at the time?
Maybe, yeah.
Enemy was like 04, 05, I think.
It was still when Fozzy was like new and they were still doing the WWE thing. So they were piggybacking off of WWE, which is actually kind of a smart move.
Okay. No, I think so too.
That's get all the wrestling fans to go out there. Was it Fozzy and the Happenstance? Was that the album that came out? I think it was.
What a crazy fucking story.
That's so
Shout
crazy.
Out,
well, yeah, I was going to say, that's fucking sweet. Wow.
And it was cool because I think they did it for like multiple. They just toured with Raw, which is kind of a sweet idea.
I'm looking at the set list they had for 2002, and most of it was just covers. They had like "To Kill a Stranger" on there. But
that's
like,
the song, "To Kill a Stranger."
Yeah.
Whoa.
Kill a Stranger. Stone Cold was helping with it. "Balls to the Wall" they did a cover of. "Eat the Rich," "Free Will Burning," "Live Wire" by Motley Crue. It was just a cover concert, it looks like.
That sounds like a shit ton of fun, though.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. That's
Maybe it was
awesome.
2005? No, it wasn't.
Well, that was when he was like feuding with Cena. Would have been around then.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to look at like I can't remember the name of the venue because it's tore down now. But I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway,
they did a big international tour. It looks like in 2005. So maybe.
But they definitely were just like, we're just gonna run the WWE schedule.
That's so sick. Wow. That's a good idea. Honestly,
awesome. I think so too.
Smart. Yeah.
So we started off the show here. Booker T versus Mystery.
Will.
Oh Oh my God, the Big Show.
Was Big Show like? Was something going on here? Was something going on with him? Was something wrong?
You look fine, man.
Big Show, I wrote down Big Show's hair is fucked.
Big Show's hair is fucked. He's very hairy, and it looks like before the match he just angrily stretched his fucking singlet out. Like it's the deepest V I've ever seen him wear.
And you know what? This match kicked
here?
fucking ass. So Big Show, you know what, buddy?
This match is just heat for 10 minutes.
And I loved every fucking second of it. Big Show was snug as hell. Booker T was fucking bumping like crazy. That dude was getting his ass
off the cage
kicked.
like nuts.
Yeah,
he
that
was bumping
shit
off
was
the cage like
tough.
crazy.
Yeah, and then Booker did some real sweet comeback shit. Yeah, this was actually pretty sweet. I was into this one.
I thought it went longer than I wanted it to, but I liked the ending.
You know what,
least.
Johnny? I thought the same thing, and then I remembered I'm used to like the 3-minute non-finished Attitude Era matches.
That's probably
why.
Yeah,
because I'm like, this match is going on forever. It's not 3 minutes.
Like, Big Show. I feel like Big Show was like laying on him for. I was like, Booker's winning this, but damn, bro, like come on.
See, I didn't ever feel like Big Show laid on him. I feel like maybe the heat might have went a little long, but I don't think it. I don't feel like he ever laid on him.
It went long enough for me that I was like, okay, Booker's winning this.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you on that. I think that once you see the heat go that long, you kind of know where the match is going, especially for WWF.
Big Show does beat the shit out of him, though. There's a sign in the crowd, a couple signs here that are fun. I paid $2,000 for HLA was a sign.
I did see that one.
There's a sign that says, "Where's JR?"
Well, this man paid 2,000 yen for love. See, that's what I was trying to do too. Nice. Couldn't figure it out.
It's pandemic, bro. Fuck, it's pandemic, kid. There's also a sign in the front row throughout the whole show that says "Fat Nuts."
What's
up? PH. It's PH.
PHATT.
That was Big Show's other name.
It's his DNA name. It's coming soon.
No BS.
Dude, Big Show gets announced. Big Show gets announced. He says, well, and then JR, I swear to God, he does this like 40 times a show. Oh my God. I was like, oh, no, you gotta stop. So the match gets started here. They're in the cage. You can go over the cage or just walk out the fucking door.
Yeah.
We've talked about it a few times with the cage match rules. I guess it gives them a few options to kind of work more match stuff.
Yeah, it just doesn't. It doesn't really make sense. Like,
no, I agree with you.
The winner is the guy who runs away.
Yeah, no, it should be like who pins, and then the heel should like be able to like convince someone, like slide them into being like, hey, but what if you made it so we could climb over the cage? You know, it should be like that instead of just like
that. But like
the fucking rules are I can just leave. Like,
don't get me wrong. In video games, I love it. That's fun. Like I love being able to just
it makes for a fun match.
Yeah, but like in kayfabe, really doesn't make any sense. I guess for the heel it does. Like that's probably why they did it, just to get heat on somebody. Like I can run away and win, and then I do that. But sometimes the fate it just became regular. Like the good guy often wins by leaving. It's like what? What the fuck?
No, that's what I'm saying. The steel cage should be announced as like, hey, we're going to do this match, and like the whole thing is no one can leave, and like we're going to settle this here tonight. But then the heel, gets up with the GM or I made you sign this contract that says I can go over the cage here and escape and win too. Like it should be a more sly thing. I agree. I think maybe they were just on like autopilot when it came to this gimmick at this point.
They could also do a thing where if you leave, you lose, and then the heel fucking bumps the ref and throws the face out and wakes the ref up. Oh, he's outside. Yeah. You fucking lose.
Write that down.
You can do a lot more with it.
But also,
them,
also, it's stupid for you to climb over if you could just go through the door. Why the fuck would you ever climb over?
Stupid, yeah. I guess
why would you ever climb over? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the match starts off here. Show hits a huge sidewalk slam to start this one off.
Oh, he hit him with the Rainmaker at one point, too.
Dude, lariat. Dude, he hit Booker with like 5 lariats in a row. He just kept giving it to him. Booker Kishi bumped off one of them and looked really good.
Yeah, you're right.
Show just, I swear to God, hit like 4 or 5 lines in a row. And someone in the crowd after like the 5th lariat just starts bopping off an air horn. I was like, oh, that's really sweet. And then I was watching this match, and like as he's, when you're in heat that long, you start thinking about shit. Like I was thinking, like, what if Big Show never found wrestling?
That's a good question. Like how wrestling would be different, or how just Big Show would be different?
Both, actually. Yeah. Like, because he was a huge part of a lot of stuff early on.
Sure.
And then even, into most of his career afterwards too. But also, what would Big Show do otherwise? Like, would he be like an office worker?
What was he doing? Was he
playing basketball, wasn't he? He was playing basketball.
Really?
Wasn't he? I swear he was a basketball player, wasn't he?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like that. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's interesting to think about for a lot of fucking people. Really, I mean, like Booker T was like one of the WCW guys. Like, what changes about WCW without Booker T as well? You know, like it's kind of weird to think about that.
Yeah,
It is weird.
Big Show played at Wichita State. Whoa.
Whoa.
So he would just turn into Shaquille O'Neal. Literally, and he'd be in wrestling anyway.
He would be the guy that he'd be the guy that wrestling brings in to do celebrity matches.
Yeah, for real.
You're absolutely right.
Whoa. So it'd go full circle. He'd wrestle
That'd be
anyway. So.
He would eventually end up in wrestling one way or the other, I think.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome.
So Big Show could have walked out of the cage in this match, but he decided to beat up Booker more.
Great.
Sure. I mean, that's a good heel. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Booker is taking some super mean cage bumps here. Show is really like sliding him down the cage. Like, this
so
is pretty
much
rough.
so that I was like thought Big Show was taking liberties because he's like throwing them, and I guess when you're in the air, there's not much you could do. He's just hitting this cage wall and dumping on his head. I'm like, oh my god.
Big Show then hits a vertical suplex, which is. I feel like I've seen him do 3 vertical suplexes ever, and they're all really
finish.
crazy. I agree. Booker was like above the turnbuckle, like pretty insane looking shit here, honestly.
Because in theory, you're up higher than you would be for a chokeslam.
He was
completely vertical,
dude, and Booker didn't even have to like post. Like,
Show you're
got
going.
him there. That's crazy. Like, oh man. Jerry Lawler on commentary says he wants to spin the Raw Roulette.
Whoa.
JR says, "Are you going to wrestle?" And Jerry says, "Yes."
Great.
Booker hits a Harlem sidekick to Show on the cage. That looked really good. Booker hits scissor kick on Show, knocks him down. Booker starts climbing, stops on the top rope, and I'm like, what the hell is he about to do? Hits a top rope scissor kick.
That was awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen him do that before, right?
He if he has done it, I feel like the only other time I saw him do it might have been also against the Big Show.
He actually did the scissor kick thing too. Like
in the air.
I thought he was just going to give him like a leg drop or something.
Yeah, like
he gave him this.
He used to do the missile drop kick, right? Isn't that his big top move? The missile drop kick?
Yeah, he did do that for a minute. Yeah.
But I think that's what I thought he was going to do. But then
Me
he
too.
did
I actually did too.
Or the Houston Hangover. I thought he was about to pull that one out.
Harlem Hangover. Which one's right? I don't know. Which one's right? I don't know.
They're both right because one's in WCW and one's in WWE. So
that's fair. I'm guessing Houston is the WWE one.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
Booker makes it over the cage. Show grabs his foot, drags him back in. When they're on the top rope, Show's going to choke slam him, but Booker just low blows him. And Show takes a timber to the mat. Wow.
And you know when a big man timbers, there's no getting up from that. Like,
that's
the timber is forever.
He turns into a turtle.
Booker then climbs out of the cage, and Booker T wins.
Woo! That's awesome. Good for him.
Booker goes for the spinner-Rooney on the outside, and right as he's about to go for the spinner-Rooney, Jericho attacks him.
Dude, Jericho gloms him fucking hard style from behind
Jericho
and starts
beats
whooping
the
his
shit
ass.
out of him here. Whoa.
Yeah. He throws him into the cage. He's wearing a Fozzy shirt. He fucking strips off the top of the barricade. Booker's bleeding. Jericho throws him in the barricade, and Jericho, for I feel like 3 whole minutes, is saying, "Who's the sucker? Who's the sucker? Who's the sucker? I'm not a sucker."
That's where the feud came from because
Booker called him a sucker.
Yeah.
That's it. He just called him a sucker on the way to the match. He
Wrestling
said,
can
"You
be
son
so
of a
easy.
bitch."
Wrestling can just be real easy, man. You don't need much.
Jericho's also wearing the Fozzy "I'm a huge rock star" t-shirt, or "We are huge rock stars" t-shirt.
Yes.
That's his whole gimmick at this point, is that he is a huge rock star, and everybody in WWE is like, okay.
It's funny that Fozzy was like essentially a joke band at the beginning. They were just like a joke cover band, and now they're like legit, which is crazy.
Jericho at one point says, "Come on, you suck a bitch."
He's just doing bits at this point.
That's awesome.
This was a good opener, man. I was like, oh, okay, cool, good shit, man.
I love cage matches, and Big Show took bumps, and Booker died. It was fine.
Dude, and that scissor kick off the top was dirty. That was really sweet, like move for Booker to hit there.
It's just interesting because like usually there's like a 20-minute promo opener, and then we get this.
This was way better
awesome
than that.
steel cage match.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. Maybe that's why it felt different too. It's like I'm used to the Triple H promo to start one of these shows.
Oh, don't worry. You'll get some of that later. We go backstage. Eric Bischoff says, "We've had our first casualty here on Raw, and he hopes that these two dudes don't end up like Booker T. They do this so much where they get the one-person shot, then pan out to the neck,
just
two
for the
pop person shots.
Yeah. It's good, though.
No, it worked out great. So backstage, it is Hurricane and Kane.
the tag champs.
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
They're both the tag champs, and Kane is the Intercontinental Champion. He just beat Jericho for it the week before.
Kane is actually about to go for the world title, too, at the next pay-per-view.
No mercy.
3. Can you imagine Kane with 3 titles at once? Yeah, neither can
can't.
Triple H.
Yeah.
Kane cuts a regular fucking promo here.
He's just
And
a
I was just
regular
like,
person, Kane.
son of
Sucks.
a bitch.
This Kane.
Kane says, and no mercy, I will take the world title from Triple H. Hurricane says, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. What the hell? So this is before they have the new tag titles. So they still have the old WWF tag titles here.
It still says F on it, I think, too.
That is awesome.
Oh, really? I didn't realize. No
Yeah,
way,
these are
really?
These are the same. These are the Attitude Era belts.
They never had them remade yet, I don't think.
That's so weird. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I love these belts.
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff then says, okay, we're going to spin the wheel for Hurricane tonight.
Whoa.
See what you guys can do. And they end up getting a TLC match.
Yeah, right next to it was bra and panties. I was upset that it didn't
Close.
land on that.
That would have been awesome.
Kane
Hurricane
would have said,
says,
I will do that tonight. I will be in a bra and panties match tonight.
I don't want to be in bra and panties. I'm Kane, and I don't want that.
Evil Kane be like, I want to be in bra and panties match.
This is Evil Kane. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
This is Curse Kane. They get the TLC match. JR says, oh my God.
Hurricane says, oh my, holy McFoley.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Mick
Just
Foley, the
Mick
TLC
Foley.
guy?
trying
Yeah,
to figure it out.
Mick Foley invented the TLC match, remember?
Big TLC guy. Mick
Tables,
It was
ladders,
louder
and
than
chairs. Oh
cervezas.
my. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh my.
Sheesh. Then Kane, big CM Punk guy, Kane says, when it comes to the ring, luck is for losers. Kane?
Bischoff said, I'm going to decide your opponents in a little bit, but I wish you the best of luck. And yeah, Kane pulls Bischoff in and says, go to sleep.
He says, luck is for loser, and my addiction is competition.
Evil Kane is just CM Punk.
You're right. Yeah, this is Kane's gimmick at this point is CM Punk. He's the best in the world.
He's got all the belts.
Kane.
And luck is
All
for
the
losers.
belts.
Kane pulls Eric Bischoff real close. He says, y'all tired of me coming out and doing this yet?
Yo, like cheesecake. Oh, fuck.
Thank you for being a friend.
Wow. So they recap the beatdown, and JR says, but why? But why?
He was going crazy tonight, man.
They take their first commercial break, and then it's Vegas, baby.
Woo! Did-it.
Vegas. No,
Yes.
it's not the Vegas music.
Yeah, that's right. No,
What
that's
do you
right.
mean? Yeah,
Price is right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Come on, bro. Yeah, Terry goes up to Jericho and says,
Terry
"Why do you attack
Marvez,
Booker
by the
for
way.
for
That's
no
Terry
reason?"
Marvez.
Terry
Marvez.
Marvez. Yeah. Yeah, why are you attacking for no reason? Jericho says, no reason. No reason. I'll give you a reason, you little ass clown. I was like, oh my God.
Jericho rules at this time.
That was awesome.
I think the Ass Clown shirt was out at this time, wasn't it? I think I had that shirt too.
I have
around
the
this
Ass
time.
Clown
He
shirt.
was definitely calling people ass clowns here, but yeah.
Sweet.
Him calling Terry in, that called me off guard because I feel like they usually don't insult the female interviewers.
Why are you type Booker T like that?
Oh, why are you an ass clown?
Ass Clown.
Oh, fuck.
Jericho says, yeah, I'll tell you, you little ass clown. He said, I'm sick of being overlooked. And Goldust also said that Fozzy sucks. And Fozzy doesn't suck. Fozzy are big rock stars.
Yeah. And Booker called me a sucker on the way to the ring and caused me to lose the IC title to Kane. What? And I don't know if you noticed here, Jericho, his chest is just wet. Nothing else. Just his chest.
Titty
It's
sweat
freaking
guy.
me out. You know, he's titty juice guy and his hair juice.
Jericho says he's the undisputed champion. He's the undisputed king of the world. And you know what? I'm also a dangerous and unbalanced individual. And I'm also not a sucker.
Yeah. I will never be a sucker. I am not a sucker. And Jared says, "Oh, he acts like a sucker."
Dude, this might be an all-time JR episode. He's really like on point.
He's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're still backstage. Eric Bischoff is backstage with Triple H with no beard.
Well, the wheel
Cursed.
is landing on Blindfold match already as we get into this shot here, and it pans out to Triple H, and Triple H says, "Blindfold match? It better be with one of them." He points at the showgirls. I don't know what that means.
And they're just smiling. They're happy. Like, yeah, okay. I don't know what this means, but all right.
And Triple H says, "Do you know how dangerous it is to have a match where you can't see?" And Eric Bischoff pulls up Chris Harris versus James Storm. He says, check this out.
So we need you to just be better than this.
please just do better than this fucking match.
He says, I can try.
And Flair comes in and says, whoa, big man, calm down. That's all he says.
That's pretty much all Ric Flair ever did for Triple H. He did come in and be like, yeah, it's all good, Triple H. Come on.
Yeah,
hey, Hunter, it's all good.
You're the man.
You're the man.
Triple H says, before this night is over, Kane's life will never be the same again.
I was like, what the hell?
Fuck. Triple H leaves, and then Flair introduces Bischoff to Mandy and Sandy.
Of course their names are Mandy and Sandy. God damn it.
Were these two women also in Stephanie's wedding?
Mandy and Sandy? Yeah,
Mandy and Sandy, of course.
Flair says they'll be waiting Bischoff in your hotel suite tonight and want to give you a demonstration. What?
I wrote down Mandy and Sandy are for sure going to be the HLA match. Not true.
I swore they were going to do something. No, maybe that's when we should have realized they weren't going to do one because they just brought him on and then took him off immediately.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Sandy and Mandy are about to kiss, and Flair goes, whoa, now hold on, don't show him too much yet. He walks away with them, and Eric's like, okay. Eric Bischoff does the really good, he does this face where he like cocks his head sideways, and he gives like an eyebrow up.
Yeah.
He does that
good
too.
At that, yeah.
So William Regal then walks in, same segment, no cut. William Regal just walks straight in, and he says, are you mad? All these fucking match types here?
Have you lost your marbles?
Make my match a respectable wrestling match?
Yeah.
And then Goldust also walks in. Hey, how's it going?
Regal said, I'm a gentleman, unlike some of these toe rags around here. I don't know what toe rags means. It's a
British thing, I think. British thing, yeah.
Shouts out to the bruvs. He says, just make my match a respectable wrestling match, please. And Bischoff says, rules are rules. Spin the wheel. And then he spins the wheel, and it lands on the Las Vegas showgirl match, which... Again, I don't know what that is. And Regal says, I like the sounds of that. And he points to the showgirl and says, I'm guessing you will be accompanying me after my victory? So Regal thinks that if he wins the match, he gets to fuck a Las Vegas showgirl.
Both of them,
Sadly, I don't think that is what
both.
happens.
Yep.
Yeah. Bischoff says, no, you'll be wrestling dressed as a Las Vegas showgirl. And Goldust says, well, your country has a queen, and now you can be one too. Well,
they never tell us why Goldust is here until at like the end where we figure out, oh, they're wrestling. Goldust is standing behind them the whole time.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah.
And then Regal,
he doesn't say anything that whole time, does he?
No, Goldust is just there.
That's weird.
And then Regal makes a face after that, which is brilliant. I can't describe it, but
with the
Regal's
face,
the Regal face. Yeah, there's no way to explain it.
The perturbed face. I don't know what else to describe it as.
Sure.
We go to a pre-tape. Batista is now being drafted over from SmackDown to Raw.
Batista is also naked, it looks like, at the beginning of this thing.
He's off the chain.
This must be shortly after the Devon shit then, right?
I assume so, right?
Because I'm pretty sure he just turns on Devon and then gets drafted. Like, I don't think he does much on SmackDown after that.
Is this how this dude works out in the gym?
Yeah, shirtless and throwing his weights around, just no regard for fucking anybody. Just
if I saw someone over at the bag hitting it with their head, I'd be like, oh my God.
He definitely couldn't work out at Planet Fitness, They'd never let him in there.
The lunk alarm
dude, that made me go crazy.
Dave the lunk alarm Batista.
Get out of here.
Get the hell out of here. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
In the bags with his head.
So we cut to Subway presents WWE No Mercy in a few weeks.
Exclusively on pay-per-view, fresh-made sandwiches on fresh-made bread. Subway, eat fresh.
That's so weird to hear WWE No Mercy. I don't know why that's weird to me.
It is weird.
Like, okay, that's fucking weird.
I don't know how many more they do after that point.
They brought it back, though.
It's gone for a while, and then it comes back in, 2017 or something, right?
I have no clue how they decide pay-per-views.
I don't either. You think it's just random? Yeah, I don't know. It's the same way we decide anything.
Probably.
Next match up here is the Blindfold match. Triple H versus his opponent. And his opponent actually ends up being D'Lo Brown.
Woo-wee! That's awesome.
For some reason, I thought it was Eugene, but he has a blindfold match with Eugene later, right?
Yeah, I don't think Eugene's
Nick
here yet.
Nick Dinsmore is still in developmental.
Oh, okay. That's right.
With Nova.
My favorite thing, I didn't mention it earlier, but they were talking about Nova and OVW, and they said, yeah, he just can't do any of the moves he used to do anymore. I was like, well, what the fuck? That's like his whole gimmick.
Yeah, what are you going to do with him?
At least Simon Dean turned out to be all right. I mean, I at least remember Simon Dean, so
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's better than anything else, I guess.
Sure. Simon Dean was fucking sweet, actually. Yeah. This is kind of like a whatever time for D'Lo. I think a little after this, later in, or maybe kind of close after this, is when he starts. He joins up with like Teddy Long, and they're doing just the fucking Rodney Mack gimmick.
I forgot about he was originally with that Rodney Mack thing was with D'Lo. It started out.
I don't remember this being the name. Do you know the name of Theodore Long's group?
No, I don't know.
There was a group.
Thuggin' and Buggin' Enterprises.
Oh yeah, I do remember that actually. I was in it.
What?
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh, I think actually shortly after, doesn't he go to TNA? Doesn't he have his TNA run? Like
he goes to TNA in 03. Yeah.
So that's just right after this.
Pretty. Yeah, he's
and
released
then he
in
goes
February.
out there and he's got something to prove, and he goes out and has like crazy matches with AJ and stuff.
Remember D'Lo's fucking first promo or the hype video for D'Lo? It was like he was in war or he was arrested or something. It was some kind of
I do remember that. We talked about that before.
Yeah, we did. That's right.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I do remember that. What an interesting fucking... It was like a pre-tape. It was like, yeah, D'Lo, somebody's coming.
It was like propaganda.
The resistance is here. Yeah.
It was crazy.
More boys are coming.
He gets released in February of 03, so not too long after this.
Fuck, man. He was still working good here, too. I don't know why they...
Yeah, he was a good worker.
He goes to TNA, and him and AJ do a bunch of fun shit.
Yeah, at least we got that. So
their tag run was awesome. I remember that.
Hell yeah. And he goes to All Japan, and he joins the RO&D.
Dude, the... D'Lo entrance here is from the meme that went around like a year or two ago. I don't know if you guys remember this.
Which one?
But it was the shaking his head. I can't remember the exact format of the meme or something.
Yeah.
I just remember because I did something too with it. But this exact match was like a Vine or a TikTok or something. Of
really?
Like, D'Lo coming down and shaking his head. Yeah. I was like, holy shit. Like he came down the ramp. I was like, wow, this is the fucking meme. I was like, oh, I can't believe it that we're actually watching this.
That's so weird.
If any of you guys know what I'm
matches.
talking about, just watch this entrance from this match or just look up the D'Lo Brown meme and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So like,
I have to look it up because I don't remember that meme.
That's so weird. Of all the matches, that's the one. Like D'Lo had a lot of, his attitude era entrances were head Bobby as a motherfucker. It was awesome.
This one was pretty stark. He was going kind of crazy. Yeah. He's going to leave sorry ass out on the street.
JR says the only Blindfold match in WWE history, I think, was Jake Roberts and Rick Martel. Why don't you look into it, JR, before you say stuff, you fucker?
Which I remember the late, great Dick Murdoch is here we go. This is less a blindfold match and more Friday the 13th Part 2 match, actually, is what this is.
Why are all the blindfold matches? Is it just because a little mask over their eyes would, like, come off easier or something?
Yes, I think that's pretty
much all of them
just
are always
visually
a
looks
hood.
better, I think, right?
I guess,
then they can see through it and it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, easier to gimmick. Yeah.
They're always a hood, yeah.
I found that D'Lo meme, by the way. It says, when your boy comes out of the club restroom magically less drunk than when he went in. And he's putting his finger on his nose.
That's awesome.
That is sick.
That is the meme, though. It's
the exact entrance with the singlet and everything.
That's fucking crazy.
Because he does it with his nose.
Can you link that in the chat real quick?
Yeah. Hold on. Because he does it with his the nose thing.
This is...
Oh my god!
I didn't realize it was this
That's
one.
That's crazy. That's so fucking crazy.
I couldn't believe it when I saw this. Oh my god!
I didn't know you were talking about the meme, but then I see this. I'm like, oh yeah, now I remember.
Oh man, can't leave your sorry ass out of the street.
That's fucking awesome.
Dude, I love D'Lo Brown. I can't explain it how much I love D'Lo Brown.
I always thought D'Lo was sick, even when I was a kid, and I swore he was going to be like a champ someday.
We got to get him off the commentary booth and in a DPW match.
I think so.
D'Lo is awesome.
D'Lo is awesome.
Just to do the entrance at least. Fuck.
We'll use the song too. Leave your sorry ass out of the street. Oh shit! What you gonna do?
Bring it on! What you gonna do about it?
All we got to do is create one meme out of his entrance from our show, and it'll go viral.
Oh, that's so good.
That's fucking awesome.
So yeah, this blindfold match, they put big bags on their head here.
Yeah,
and for what it's worth, man, this was actually a really fun match.
So this is exactly what I would imagine a blindfold match would be, which would be something to make me laugh, not something that you put in the middle of a big blood feud TNA.
Inside of a steel cage.
In a cage. Fuck. God damn it. Why'd they do that?
Why you fucking do that?
Because in the cage one, there wasn't a ref. Was there a ref in there? I don't remember.
There
I can't
was.
remember. Okay, they didn't play
because
into the
remember the mask kept coming off, so the ref kept having to fucking put it back on him. Yeah.
Oh. Let's not bring that one up ever again.
Bring it on. What
You
you
sorry,
gonna
that's on his
do? That song is
goaded.
sick.
D-Lo's goaded. You gotta wrestle, man. You gotta come
Yeah.
in. We'll let you just come in there and do a sky high or something. You gotta come wrestle, man. God damn.
Dude, the lyrics to this theme are awesome. You used to think you on the streets. Well, pack your bags, your ass is dead meat. Victory's sweet. Bring it on. Here's the receipt.
Yeah, that's all.
What you gonna do about it?
What you gonna do about it? So, what you got? Gonna kick your sorry ass. What you gonna
Just don't
do?
go on fucking tangents. Leave your ass on the street.
That's awesome.
D-Lo, the entrance is goated, and D-Lo, man, the chest armor and the, oh my god, like he's just
He had
his
two of the
runs-
sweetest moves. Also, Sky High and the Lowdown were awesome.
Hell
Those
yeah.
moves were cool.
Dude was sick,
How did you
man.
not give that dude more? Fuck you.
I agree.
Fuck you, Rock.
Match starts off here. Triple H gets D-Lo into the corner. D-Lo walks away from the corner, and Triple H is pointing into the corner and talking shit at him. That was good.
That was awesome.
That was sweet, yeah.
For what it's worth, Triple H is actually pretty good at these Raw comedy gimmicks.
He is.
The thing is, I guess it went on. He did this a very, very long time, and then at any pay per view, he would always whoop your fucking ass. And
Yeah, he's
shit.
super
Yeah.
serious when it comes pay-per-view time.
So he tries to go at him into the corner, but falls into the turnbuckle because D'Lo's not there anymore.
Just bumps into it.
Triple H tries to go for the pedigree, but D'Lo hits him with a back body drop reversal. He got him pretty high too. Looked good.
Yeah, that did
D'Lo
look
hits-
really good, actually.
D'Lo hits the sky high on Triple H here, but Triple H rolls towards the ropes, towards Ric Flair.
There's a sign on the crown that said, "I'd rather be at TNA." By the way.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't see
awesome.
that.
Well, TNA's about to go out of business, so they could probably use your help right now if you want to go over there, buddy.
D'Lo said, "Me too."
Shout out Panda Energy for saving TNA when they're about to go out. Flair then gets in the ring to distract the referee. Triple H takes the bag off and hits the pedigree and then puts it back on and wins the match when the referee turns
Oh,
around.
you're
Son of a
forgetting.
bitch.
At one point,
Cheater.
D'Lo's about to hit the Hebner because he thinks it's Triple H because Triple H.
That was early on. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Triple
early
H
on.
was Triple H was definitely wearing a shirt at the time, so it made sense that he
Think of that.
would
What the fuck?
He could put his shirt on.
Because he bumped Triple H and then he goes to throw another punch and he grabs Earl's shirt. I didn't even make that connection. Tony.
Yeah, I'm
That's
like,
funny.
okay, Triple H. Yeah, but
Wow, that would actually be a good thing in the match too. Like have someone like Flair ringside hand you a shirt and then like put it on and he goes to grab and he's like, "Oh, I'm the ref, I'm the ref, I'm the ref," and then like
That's-
take the shirt
write
off.
that down.
dude,
Put that down.
I
that'd
would
be sick.
have fucking beat up Johnny if D'Lo had a lowdown with the blindfold on. Holy shit, that would have been
oh
insane.
my god, yeah.
Like a blindfolded lowdown would have been insane.
Dude,
but he
the
never
fucking
did.
lowdown is what won it was like the big pop at our meetup from the No Mercy
Oh,
tournament.
You're
Yeah.
right, to the outside on the floor.
Low down to the floor.
Yeah, shout out Ryan, bro. He did that for like he tried to do it for like 4 or 5 matches straight.
I know, he got
and
it
finally
though.
hit it
Bobbed
on the finals. That
bobbed
was
the
awesome.
crowd. Big pop, dude.
So this match ends up with Triple H winning, and like I said, it was actually pretty fun. So we go backstage. Eric Bischoff is talking to someone in the back about an upcoming TLC match tonight, and it pans out, and it's Christian, Bubba, and Jeff, and they're all backstage.
Which is pretty cool to see, actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too. Eric says, "Who knows more about TLC matches than you guys?" And
Our
Christian
partners.
says, "I'm not fucking doing this shit." Eric said, "Yes, you are."
He said, "You better do it, or you're gonna get suspended." And he said, "What the fuck?" And Bishop said, "I'm gonna
sucks.
give you each a chance to find a partner, but you better hurry." He said, "Isn't this great?" And he turns around, and Goldust is standing behind the showgirls, and he says, "It sure is. Viva Las Vegas, Eric." What the fuck?
That's
Why
how you know they're in
you
Vegas
fucking
because
say that?
Goldust said "Viva Las Vegas." You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not in
for
Vegas.
sure.
Actually, they
That's
keep
how
telling
for
me.
sure they
The
are.
more they tell me they're in Vegas, I know they're not in fucking Vegas.
Vegas Gate.
So we go into the Las Vegas Showgirls match next, which is Goldust versus William Regal.
Goldust is very happy to be in this outfit, and William Regal has to get dragged out onto the stage by security.
So Goldust actually got the better end of this. Goldust just put on the gimmick on his head and like the little part on his butt, and like fine, that was cool. William
gonna say,
Regal
'cause
got
his-
the whole gimmick.
Yeah, Because Goldust is already dressed in a bunch of shit. There's not really much more you can put on him.
Yeah, William Regal comes out and he's fully gimmicked up. I'm talking
yeah.
makeup, high heels, danglies. Like this
Big
dude's really got
danglies,
everything popping off right now, man.
He's almost rolling his ankles every time he walks because he's walking at heels. It's horrifying.
Scared me, man.
Dude,
like
he's trying to
legit.
gimmick it up like he can't walk on heels, but he was looking to roll his fucking ankle there.
Dude, I don't know how women do that shit, bro. I wouldn't.
I don't.
That shit looks fucking
No
horrifying.
clue,
Shouts
actually.
out.
Yeah, if you wear high
Shouts out to
heels,
all the
shouts out.
women.
Yeah, shouts out to anyone that can pull off high heels at all.
Yeah,
Just
that's fucked.
Fuck that. You don't gotta.
They changed Regal's music to showgirl music, and Goldust is dancing in the rings with a can. Yeah, there you go. Hey, I'm new to your pets today. There's a sign that says "Coming soon, the pervs to WWE."
The pervs?
The pervs. I said,
come.
What does that mean?
That's us.
That sounds like a fucking threat.
They were already there. To be honest.
Deadlock is coming soon. The babes.
Yeah.
Lance Storm comes down the ramp in this match. Goldust goes to the outside and stops him, beats his ass for a minute. He comes back into the ring.
Don't ignore that Goldust hit Regal with his ass. Or his
Hip attack. He did the hip attack.
Flying hip attack.
Regal then uses the power of the punch and puts the Nux back in his gimmick, as JR says.
He did say that.
I
Why
said,
couldn't he just say
"Damn, bro.
top?
It's
Say top?
gimmick. It's awesome.
his
No, I
gimmick.
love that call.
King says bra, and then he says gimmick. I don't know.
He's
Put
gimmick.
down in his gimmick.
That's awesome. Yeah, beast.
At this point, this is where I saw the fat nuts sign in the crowd.
Here comes the perv standing in.
Here comes the first.
Oh shit, Price is right. Yeah, he blasted him with those brass knucks too. What a fucking good gimmick. How has nobody stolen the brass knucks? Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah,
They do that now.
There is somebody that actually does that.
Well, fuck, I'm sick of it actually. Fuck the brass knuck.
Well, William Regal wins this match with the power of the punch. So
Yeah, that's true. Sweet.
Goldust can't even win the Las Vegas Showgirls match. Sorry, dude.
Son of a bitch.
We go backstage. Terry Runnels asks Christian, who's your partner going to be tonight?
Hey, how's it going?
Terry Marvez is backstage again, by the way.
Christian said, well, none of the damn Un-Americans, because I actually want to win the damn match.
Yeah, damn. All right.
That's an awesome line.
Regal had Un-American shit on his Tron too, so it's a shame because Regal just won. What the fuck? Christian's wearing a red maple leaf "What About It" shirt. What the hell does that mean?
Dude, Christian's whole attire is like...
Oh, it's so fucked. Red tights with purple, just like squigglies
just
on
squigglies. He just drew that, yeah?
What's going on here? What are you
Christian
doing?
says that, well, thankfully, I single-handedly won 3 TLC matches by myself, so I'll be good tonight.
I'm a TLC master.
Jericho comes in and says, well, the only TLC match you didn't win had me in it.
Oh, shit.
He said the forgotten TLC match. I said, oh, my God.
Oh, no.
That is the forgotten
It is
one.
the forgotten one. Wow, that's pretty on the nose.
Shit.
I actually think
Wait, hold on a second. How'd you know?
Exactly. That's fucking pretty on the nose.
We're not in
All right.
Vegas anymore.
I actually feel like now that he says that, I feel like this TLC match is the forgotten one for me because I don't remember this one ever.
Oh, no. This one doesn't exist in my brain at all. No.
This didn't
Yeah.
at all, and I was so excited because it made the match so much better when we were watching it.
Yeah, exactly.
The only thing I did remember, and we'll get to it obviously, is the Bulldog Bubba takes off the top of the ladder.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I remember
yeah.
his head. I think he gets knocked out there, like for the rest of the
Yeah,
match.
probably. Oof.
I think Bubba was having pinched nerve issues at this time in his run.
Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna take these bumps off the ladder then.
Dude, I think he had a match with Lance Storm where Lance Storm said, like he did a suplex.
Yeah. Was it
and,
Triple
like,
H?
It was Bubba and Lance Storm.
Oh, because I think there's a Triple H one too, where there's some like it's Bubba and Triple H, and like Triple H goes for something or Bubba goes for something, and like his fucking arm gives out or something, and almost kills Triple H.
Yeah, so that happened to Lance Storm. So like he gets him
Yeah.
up for a suplex, and Lance Storm had to like adjust. He's like, if I didn't get my hand back, I would have broke my neck because Bubba's arm. He just
Whoa.
he couldn't take time off, and like it was a pinched nerve, and like he'd get.
And they were
numb
trying
in
to
his
give him
arm.
a little push key too, and then he did that to Triple H, and then he just wasn't getting pushed anymore. It's weird.
So Jericho says Kane robbed him of his IC title last week, so him and Christian should team up and rob him of his tag titles. Backstage segment, Eric Bischoff is backstage with Stacy Keibler and Trish Stratus.
Oh,
This is Deadlock.
I was gonna say they came up, and I said I can't wait for Stacey to lose this fucking match. Fuck James.
Fuck off.
I said-
So Eric says the match has already been decided, so we're not going to spin no damn wheel. It's a blank on a pole match.
Whoa. That could be
Trish
anything.
is not excited. Stacy is confused. So
Yeah.
Eric says, you know what? Let's make it a paddle on a pole match for the women's world title.
And Trish
says
figures. Yeah. Of course.
And Eric says, double or nothing.
Yeah. The pervs are coming.
He says, you can't fucking do that shit. Stacy goes, yes, you can. So then Eric spins the wheel, and it's a bra and panties match.
He forces it to stop on bra
He
and panties.
stops
by
it.
the
He
way.
grabs the wheel, yes.
He like
With his hand in
grabs
the bottom corner.
Yeah. It's a bra and panties paddle on a pole match.
Yeah, dude, a bra and panties paddle on a pole match.
It's like when you go into like Match Creator and just fucking throw things together.
And they told me Vince Russo was in TNA at the time.
He might have been a mole. That's what he was a mole for every company.
That's true, right?
They did try to bring him back in 02 as well, didn't they? Like just as TNA was starting, or does he? He does go back, right?
Yes.
For a second.
He does. But it was something with Stephanie and something else. They wanted him on the road, and he didn't want to be on the road. I don't
Something
think.
like that. Yeah. Because
I
that was like
remember that.
just at the beginning of TNA. So
Yep.
and-
Right.
But then he's there.
He said it was
eventually.
worth it more because they weren't going to pay him too much.
Right.
They wanted him on the road. So
Right. The first person to strip her opponent down to bra and panties becomes the world champion and gets to use. He says world champion, by the way, and gets to use the paddle to spank the loser. True.
how do these? Okay, so we'll get to the match here in a minute.
We should definitely talk about bra and panty psychology here.
Yeah,
when we get to this match.
I think so too.
Okay. So they're leaving. Bischoff smacks Stacy's ass. She turns back, smiles at him, and then goes to leave and gives a look. You're like, oh,
The disgusted look. Yeah.
Yeah. All
And
right.
Eric goes, "Spanks a lot, Stacy."
Pervs, here they come.
We go backstage. Tommy Dreamer is talking to Spike Dudley in his WWE American flag shirt.
He wore that forever. Like,
Yeah.
that was his shirt. I always...
That's so weird.
Like, there's definitely CAWs from around the time when in the games he wasn't in, and that was the shirt they put him in.
Yeah.
Bubba asked Dreamer to be his partner for the TLC match tonight, and Dreamer says, "Sick, I'm getting booked. This is awesome."
Spike is right there. His brother.
His own brother.
His brother's right there. And Bubba says, "Spike, what's wrong?" Because Spike is looking a little sad.
What's wrong? Yeah.
He said, "I've been watching you and Devon in every TLC match. You know, I'm your brother, and I just thought it'd be my turn to be your partner."
It's me, your brother Spike.
I'm your own flesh and
Dudley.
blood. You're
Spike
not,
Dudley.
Bubba says, huh? We're good.
I got a butt.
Tommy Dudley over here is going to take the spot. Sorry, Spike.
He said, "I just thought it'd be my turn to be your partner." And Dreamer gives him a nod, and Bubba says, "Let's do this." And knuckles up with him, and Spike is in the match with Bubba because he
Yes.
guilt tripped him.
I'd like to be tag champion. Come on, let me hold the title too.
I just thought I'd be in the match. dude.
I'll be honest, dude. Everything they did with Spike was pretty good. Like, I felt like Spike,
Yeah.
he took everything and like he always succeeded with it. Like,
You know
it's
what,
super
man?
sick shit.
I thought when they did the thing where Spike Dudley was the boss and like in charge of the Dudleys, they could have did a lot more with that.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too.
Like he could, I mean, he wins the cruiserweight title, but come on, you give him the U.S. title at least. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Give him something bigger, like to make him.
Dude could work. Like,
Hell yeah,
dude was a worker, man.
Dude, and he died for everybody. You need to get
Oh
a
my
guy
God,
over,
yeah.
just have Spike just take a sick bump. And
They could have just had him spam the Spike Dudley headbutt, and everyone would believe they could.
Yeah, you're right. You asshole.
no, I forgot about that. Oh, playing online sucks so bad back then.
So Stacy is walking backstage. She walks by a stagehand. He tells her that her shoe is untied, and she bends over, and then he stares at her ass for a long time.
The pervs are here. They're coming, and they're here.
They're coming.
They should have known.
What's
The guy was trying to warn us. He should have known.
What the fuck was this, man?
I don't know, man. I don't
Is that
know.
like Stacy's gimmick there? Like everyone just wants to fuck her?
Well, Stacy obviously is not super into it by her
Vince
face.
said,
with
"Pay your
Eric.
dues."
Yeah, pretty much.
Sucks.
Trish Stratus versus Stacy Keibler for the women's world title in a bra and panties paddle on a pole match.
Great.
She's got legs.
Waller is looking at a Divas and Dress magazine here, and JR is very slowly trying to lean over to look at it.
What you got over here, Sean? What
you got
are
there?
we here?
You can also vote for
You got
the
advanced copy.
Yeah, I mean, how do you get one of those? I can't even go to hoodie. Vote for the 2002 Babe of the Year on WWE.com. Does Stacy win that?
I don't know.
I feel like she does.
Internet. Oh no, Trish Stratus.
Hell yeah, she does. That's right. So I was very confused here for a second because I didn't remember Trish's theme having the "I don't care what y'all say."
It was loud as fuck. It was
so loud.
So loud. I thought it was dubbed in, actually.
So this is the first time she used that theme.
Oh, ever?
Was,
okay, maybe that's why it was so fucking loud.
New song by Lil Kim, they say on commentary.
Yeah, it was the first time she used it, and the week after they cut that intro out, so it's only the one time.
All right. Well, maybe they could just turn it down a little bit. It would have been all right.
I don't care what y'all say.
I was like, oh my god! All right.
Yeah.
This is from Attitude Records, right, or whatever that record.
SmackDown.
SmackDown Records. Sorry,
Pervert Records.
Perverts are coming.
So, how come when it comes to bra and panties matches, the participants don't wear excessive layers?
I agree.
Why not? You know, is it just come as you are? It has it's just whatever
I think there's rules in the contract that they signed.
I see. Okay.
That say it this way.
Sure.
Then we need to tailor the tape next time. Actually,
like why? How is there? I don't feel like there's ever been in one bra and panties matches, and I don't remember how many I've seen. Probably all of them.
Yeah, true.
How there hasn't been a heel that had 17 bras on,
have
or
like
something
football
like that.
pads on,
yeah,
and
something
layers,
crazy. Yeah,
hockey gear and
maybe
stuff.
it did happen one time. But
I feel like it did happen once.
How did it not happen more times?
That would be like a Molly Holly thing, right? She would be wearing big layers of clothes.
Yeah. There should be more psychology here. I think we should. Nah, never mind.
Well, it's not like not like this match was meant to go more than 5 minutes.
No,
when they do their tuxedo matches, they have the same tuxedos on. So why don't they do that with the women's thing?
Well, the tuxedo, I guess, is you're wearing a tuxedo and you have to rip this tuxedo off to lose. Bra and panties is you got to rip your clothes off to lose, but you can wear whatever clothes you want.
Bra and panties and have to rip those off.
The only requirements is you wear bra and panties. Everything above that is from what I believe, is whatever you want. I think someone should have helped these women out and give them more clothes. Is what I'm saying here.
I think so too.
What's the difference between this and a Fulfill Your Fantasy match?
Did they ever do one of those in TV?
They never did. They never did one, and I don't think so.
Fulfill Your Fantasy was just what you hit someone with a pillow enough times that they get horny and then you spank them.
That was put in from Rumble Roses. I'm almost positive.
I think so probably too. I think you're probably right.
Rumble Roses inspired thing. You also made that. So
yeah.
Was that a strip the person down concept too or not?
Rumble Roses had different finishes that you could do, which
humiliation.
You would get humiliation meter that would get you to the point where you could do a humiliation move, which is usually like
show their pussy.
I don't know. Yeah, show my pussy submission.
No, that's not like an exaggeration. That's exactly what it was. Yeah.
What?
Game was awesome though. Rumble Roses is awesome.
I've never played it. Can you believe that?
Yeah, but no, Doctor said you could never play it.
I
couldn't believe it.
I might stream it soon.
Yeah, have fun. I mean,
am I allowed?
Yeah, I mean, there's no strict there's no crazy nudity.
Okay.
I mean, just jiggle physics and snapmares or whatever.
Show your pussy deathmatch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they definitely. So you do the humiliation move and they go,
There's two. Is there 2 or 3 Rumble Roses?
There's
games?
the one on the PS2 and the one on the 360.
Wasn't there like an XX Rumble Roses?
They're different, right? It's not just a port.
Right. So the one on the PS2 actually has like a story for all the characters. I think the one on the Xbox is just exhibition based stuff.
It's just
they might have smaller stories because it's like kind of the same characters. They already tell you the story in the PS2. Yeah. All the stories are like exactly what you expect.
It's like the SVR engine, though, right?
Here Comes the Pain, actually.
Here Comes the Pain, really?
Shut Your Mouth, or I can't.
Yeah.
One of those engines.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Crazy. Maybe the Xbox 360 one might be SVR, but I'm pretty sure the
first one
PS2 is like.
Oh, the XX
Shut
was
Your Mouth.
the XX one was the 360 one.
Right.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
So the bra and panties power
yeah. Right.
match.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right. So Stacy Keibler starts by slamming Trish's face into the title belt to start the match. I thought
just immediately attacks
her
her behind.
No disqualification? Is that how bra and panties matches work too?
Oh, the match didn't start yet. I don't think that's why.
And it's also on a pole, and it's also.
It was disgusting that she did that, and I really think she should have been fired for attacking Trish before the match like that.
Trish actually gave her some nice chops back to fire back.
They were loud as fuck too. I was like, holy shit! There was a CZW sign in the crowd as well.
Wait, really?
I did see that.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Stacy did the women's special slap.
She did.
Same animation. Literally, they might have just got it from this. I don't know.
You're probably right.
Stacy gets Trish rung up in the corner and then takes her shirt off.
Yeah, she was going for the stratisfaction.
These notes are so
yeah, it's fucking weird. She goes in for the stratisfaction, but gets like crotched on the second rope, and then second rope, Tree of Woe, and then pulls her top off.
So
But then Trish gets out and just does this. It just rips her shirt off.
Rips her shirt off.
Okay, true.
Fuck. Stacy hits her with a fucking nice spin kick here, though. It looked really good.
Like a roundhouse. Yeah.
Stacy then goes to take Trish's pants off in a pin, and then Trish reverses and then takes her pants off instead.
And Trish wins because Stacy is now in her bra and panties.
So the match, the bell rings. The match is essentially over.
Yes. And then Stacy
what are the rules? What are the rules?
Well, it was supposed to be the winner. The winner's supposed to be able to get the paddle on the pole. But
right.
But Stacy then invents the chick kick and kicks Trish in the head. And then goes up and grabs the paddle. And Jerry Lawler, like, very Beavis and Butthead-esque on commentary, says, "Spanker." And then Trish eventually stops Stacy from spanking her with the paddle, takes the paddle and starts spanking Stacy's ass. JR on commentary says, "Cheek 1, cheek 2." And then JR says, "Don't you wish you were a paddle?" Just God. Fucking hell.
You know what's funny is, like, when I think about back this time, I don't remember JR being like that.
Me neither, dude.
But now looking, as we watch more and more, I'm like, I guess he was.
He was almost sometimes just as bad, if not
worse.
He
was just more subtle than Lawler going.
It's because Lawler you knew was a pervert, so he didn't really think anything
Lawler's
of it.
Crazy.
Stacy rolls out of the ring. Trish rolls out after her and steps right on her fucking head.
Oh my God. If she would have stepped 1 inch more, she would have curb stomped her and she would have died.
I was like, oh my God, dude.
It was so close. I can't even believe that didn't happen.
So Trish is going to chase Stacy up the ramp. But
now,
Victoria...
wait a minute. Before we get to the Victoria part here.
Okay, sure.
What the fuck are the rules? So she takes the bra and panties off. She can grab the paddle.
Yes.
She gets the paddle. The paddle... what the fuck? You're supposed to pin them after the paddle. There was no pin.
Is there?
And on a pole matches,
there was no pin. There was no pin.
There was no pin. On a pole matches, you get the item down and then you can use it in the match.
That wasn't the rules. The rules were you strip your opponent and you win the match and then you can use the paddle.
Yeah, the winner was the winner
but
of the
bra and panties match. But the match started as a paddle on a pole, so
No, it wasn't. There was no paddle on the pole match.
Why don't you listen to Eric Bischoff, the general manager of Raw?
It was a strip to close, and then the winner gets to use the paddle.
Yeah. The first person to strip her opponent down to bra and panties becomes the champion and gets to use the paddle to spank the loser. That's the rules.
What?
Yeah.
That was the match. I know, that was the match.
A paddle on the pole match was the base foundation of this match.
Based on what?
Based on the foundation of the wheel.
Listen,
paddle on a pole. So the default rules should be a paddle on a pole match, which
Bischoff's choice.
Bischoff's choice wasn't even on the fucking thing,
dude. I think you missed this was actually an HLA match. So
I wish you would watch the show.
Paddle on a pole. I'm just saying, paddle on a pole. If that's the default rule set that you add bra and panties to on top?
No, it was double or nothing,
paddle
bro.
On the pole is
double or nothing?
Paddle on the pole is the modifier to the bra and panties match.
Man.
It modifies the paddle on a pole match, but it doesn't change the fucking rules of the paddle on the pole match.
Bra and panties has more significance and more weight to it than paddle on the pole, so paddle on the pole takes a back seat.
Okay, see, if you would have just told me that, you would have told me that with the weight of the match.
It's like
a more important match, yeah.
Okay, I understand.
It's like A, B, C, D.
You know how the kennel from hell, you had to put the cage inside the Hell in a Cell because the Hell in a Cell is bigger.
Okay, so let me say how they
in the bra and panties match because the bra and panties match is bigger. You understand?
Here's how the match should have went. All right,
okay,
if we're really going to break down the schematics and the logistics of this match.
We're talking about psychology of the bra and panties, so I think we should continue on.
So paddle on a pole should have been the default rule set. So the rule set for this match is the person who grabs the paddle can use it in a way to get to the victory of the match. So they can legally, for the rest of the match, use the paddle. Is how a paddle on the pole match would happen.
But is a paddle as effective if they are wearing layers of clothing?
That's true. That's true.
The punishment comes from their being in their panties.
And you are correct.
The paddle is worse with panties on and not just pants.
Cheek 1, cheek 2, as a wise man once said.
Wouldn't you just love to be a paddle?
But here's the thing. If the match would have been the bra and panty modifier, where you have to get down to your bra and panties to grab the paddle, and then also win the match because it is a women's world title match.
The title
Please
is on the
remember
line.
that this is a women's world title match. Then maybe it would have been a little better if we were stripped down to the bra and panties, use the paddle, and then you also get to hit your finish and win the match.
Sure. It could have been it could. I see where James. So James is saying bra and panties unlocks the paddle for you.
Is the perfect way to explain
unlocks the paddle for you.
Listen,
but hold on, let me finish here, son. And then boom, boom. So it unlocks the paddle for you. So in theory, Stacy could have still stripped Trish of the rest of her pants to get her in the bra and panties to also
use
unlock the paddle. And
correct.
then you can use the paddle. Yes, open the paddle gate. And then they both could have been using it, and then it had to be a pinfall to finish. You know what? I do understand that, but that is not what happened here.
There is literally take the pole out of it, bam, non-factor. It's just winner gets to use a paddle.
Well, see, this is why the ratings were in the goddamn dumps.
Now, when we're talking about the paddle, was it said that the paddle has to only be used to spank, or can you hit someone in the head?
Just right in the fucking face.
I think that would work too.
I think that would make it even better. But I believe it might have been the paddle is used to spank the loser, so it may have been specifications here. It may have been a disqualification situation.
If you spank me on my ass, I would totally take your finish next. You know what I mean? If you spank me on the ass with the paddle, I'm paralyzed as far as I'm concerned.
Can you clip that, please? Spank me on the ass, I'll take your finish.
That's James lore.
If my ass gets paddled, I'm taking your finish.
Guys, anybody that wrestles James, you know his one weakness. Spank him on the ass.
I challenge James to a paddle on a pole match. No!
This is the most we've ever dissected a match ever on Deadlock.
Because the rules are fucked. I know what you're saying. They originally announced it as on a blank on a pole match, but you can't follow the normal on a pole match
just
rules.
Something to think about. Something to think about when you're having your dinner tonight.
We really could have changed wrestling, actually.
I think so too.
Victoria's out here.
She's here, I guess. She's pissed because they didn't follow the rules.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
There was no pinfall. She runs out.
Trish can't keep getting away with this is actually the whole gimmick.
It's fucking Trish is trying to chase Stacy up the ramp. Victoria cuts her off on the ramp and they start fighting. JR calls Victoria a Jezebel and a half, which is unbelievable amount of Jezebel.
You don't really know who this is. He's just like, God.
She's like only just showed up, yeah. Her first match is at the next pay-per-view. Her first pay-per-view match, excuse me. Trish is just getting her ass whooped here. Victoria hits her with a super kick, then drags her by her hair, hits her with a body slam, and then a moonsault, which was cool. Then she throws Trish in the stairs and leaves.
All right. Well, this is really early in her run, and her moonsault looked great. So cool.
Yeah, her first pay-per-view match ever is against Trish at Trish No Mercy. So yeah, it's very early on.
We go backstage. Jonathan Coachman meets up with Jeff Harvey. So Jeff, who's that partner going to be for that match?
Just every girl in the building screams anytime Jeff Hardy shows up.
Yeah, it's actually insane because it doesn't happen to anyone else on this whole show.
No, just him, man. Yeah, Coach says, "Who's your partner going to be?" And Jeff looks at his arm and says, "I need somebody that looks." Their attire looks just like my arm, and here comes RVD.
He goes, and RVD goes, "Whoa!"
Yeah, he yells into a bathroom or something. Hey, you done in there? What's going on?
Well, I'm pissing.
They should have smoke roll out of the room and stuff. That would have been awesome.
I think they didn't want to bring up the weed thing at this point. They were like,
not yet.
They weren't super into the
weed
thing.
What does RVD say here, James?
Tables, ladders, and chairs. Dude, yeah, I'm in.
Hell yeah, I want to do this.
Okay, I'd be like, this is my favorite team ever. So,
that's pretty awesome.
Sweet. Remember, Rob Van Dam just fought Triple H a month before this at the pay-per-view, I believe, for the title.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rob Van Dam, off the Invasion, maybe the hottest wrestler in the world.
Yeah,
there was so many Rob Van Dam signs in the crowd, too, when he gets in the match. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, some sweet signs.
How's it take so long for them to give him the belt, man? It's unbelievable, honestly.
Triple H.
Yeah, true. You're right.
Either that or it was Paul Heyman. You know when Paul Heyman says, "Yeah, this guy's it," Vince is like, "No, this guy's not it."
Yeah, but how you can't at some point you can't just keep ignoring it. You know what I mean? Like Punk. You know what I mean? Like eventually you're like, okay, this dude is really over, and
you just can't cut a promo, dude. You just can't do a promo. You just can't do a
whatever
promo.
And cool, man.
You just can't do a promo, dude.
Jonathan Coachman meets up with Victoria.
Hey, how's it going?
Coachman asks Victoria, "Why 2 weeks in a row have you attacked Trish like that?" She says, "Do I have everybody's attention now?"
Yeah.
Victoria wants Trish's title. And Victoria also says she is showing the world who Trish really is. She goes, "Why don't you ask her what she's done in the past?" What the hell? What did she do?
I don't know. What must have broke Victoria's chair or something.
You know what? It probably was never even answered.
Yeah, probably not. It was probably,
probably just dropped completely.
You
whatever.
know what she did. What'd she do?
You know what you did last summer.
You know.
She fucking did.
Tess versus Al Snow is up next.
Why is Al Snow one of the most over guys on this show?
Big pop for Al Snow.
For Al.
Huge.
Oh, because Tough Enough was going on at the time, and people love
Tough Enough was pretty over. But what
Tough
I
Enough,
do,
and he came from SmackDown to Raw.
I do have to say though, boys, so no head.
That's what I wrote down. So no head.
And Al Snow fucking doesn't know what to do during his entrance without head. He's like,
He's
just
still
put my
doing
arms
the
up.
gimmick.
His
Just put my
arms, yeah, he
up.
does the head taunt with no head. So no head.
So no head.
What the fuck?
Dude, 2 shows we've watched in a row with Al Snow, huge Al Snow pops.
Al?
Al?
The
Maybe there's
commentators
something
go
to this.
crazy. It's Al Snow. He's on Raw.
Yeah, I guess he
Tough
just
Enough-
came over. Yeah.
Tough Enough must have been a huge fucking deal, like unworldly deal at the
Yeah,
time
you're
or
right.
something.
Bischoff comes up on the Tron and says, "Welcome to Raw, Al." Bischoff spins the wheel and it lands on Las Vegas Street Fight. I wish it had landed on Diaper Match, which was very close to that, sadly.
With how they treated Test, I'm surprised it didn't.
Bischoff says everything you guys need is right under the ring, and Al and Tess both go immediately and take out weapons, and the match has begun.
I assumed that head was going to be under the ring, right?
I thought so too.
I
and
did
then
too.
Jumping ahead a little bit, he pulls out a bag where that would have fit perfectly
A
head
bowling
inside
bag?
of it.
Yeah, bowling ball
the
bag.
bowling ball. What the fuck?
Maybe
Even
he
the
just
crowd went
didn't-
nuts for it, too, when he pulled out the bowling ball.
Maybe
I
he
don't
was
know.
doing
Talk
that
about it.
spot already.
I wonder why they stopped the head thing.
Probably because you know what I was gonna say, because maybe they're like getting less that, but Godfather comes out with hose later.
No
Yeah.
way.
Al Snow's
Yeah.
entrance
Set of bra
was,
panties.
what does everybody want? And
Al
he
Snow.
has no head.
You think maybe he wanted to get away from it?
Maybe. Yeah.
What if he
'Cause,
just
the show-
misplaced a mannequin head and he couldn't find
He
it?
just didn't have it. He just
Yeah.
forgot it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Maybe,
the show still had lesbians and HLA and like
yeah, Braun
you know,
panties
spanking
paddle and pole.
Stacy's ass. Yeah, like
Yeah, you're
so
right.
No way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they were like cool with it. I'm sure. But Al Snow somehow found comically big dice under the ring.
That was
That was great.
awesome.
Only in Vegas, by the way.
When they're on the floor and Tess
They're
hits
not
him with
Vegas.
That's true. Tess hits him with something on the floor. He turns around to walk away. Someone from the crowd yells, "You're a pussy, Tess!" And Tess just
man.
stares at him.
God
I was like,
damn
"Oh my
it.
god, wow, yeah."
Al Snow goes off the top with a cookie sheet, but Tess destroys him with a stop
Dude,
sign.
He smashes him right in the fucking face with it. I actually really like this match, by the way.
I
It
thought
was
it
a
was
good
really
match,
good.
yeah.
Actually, I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, this whole Raw was actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Al Snow drop toe holds Tess into the trash can for a 2.
Fuck.
Crowd starts chanting USA for Al Snow.
Well, Tess is obviously an un-American, by the way.
Of course, yes.
Lawler here says, "I want to get puppies on a pole." What are you talking
What?
about, dude?
What does that even mean?
What are you talking about?
Okay, so can you get the puppies after a pinfall, or is it just
What is
part
the
of match?
psychology for
Yeah,
puppies
we're
on a
gonna break
pole?
that
Who's
down
up
later.
there?
That's a hidden gem for later, I
Yeah,
think.
you're right.
Hidden
Al
gems.
Snow hits a gourd buster on Test off the top into a cross body press for a 2. Test
Yeah,
goes
that
for the
was pretty
Test
sweet.
bomb, but Snow holds on, grabs a garbage lid, and then hits him in the head
Oh,
with it. I like
Cracks
that
him
spot.
with it. Tess fucking smashed a trash can lid in Al's face when he was running on the apron, too. It was brutal.
Al Snow pulls out a bowling bag from underneath the ring, puts it in the center of the ring, and the commentary goes, "Oh, you know what that means?" What?
I was like, head. Yeah, head. Here it comes. But I guess
The crowd
he
was
must have
chanting
been,
head at the time, too.
he must have been doing the spot around
Yeah,
this
maybe.
time. Yeah.
He puts on a bowling shirt, pulls out a bowling ball, and then Tess says, "Fuck that. Fuck you."
He actually swings the bowling ball at his head. Tess ducks, or Tess goes for the big boot. Al ducks, swings the bowling ball. Tess bumps him. Then Tess like runs at him and just slips on a banana peel or something. I don't know what happened.
Okay, so they had a mistiming here where Tess ran at him and Snow was supposed to hit him with the garbage can lid.
Oh, he didn't have
Snow
it in his hand.
couldn't grab it quick
Yeah.
enough. So Al Snow blew this spot and then in response took liberties with Tess for no reason.
He beats the fuck out of him with the trash can lid. Just kills him with it.
Tess calls the spot, Snow's hands slip off the lid, and then he grabs the lid anyways and just starts creaming him with it, man. Oh,
Just
God.
annihilates him, yeah. Then Al hits Tess in the head with a bowling ball for the win.
Sweet match here, Tess.
I liked it.
Tess versus Al Snow, man. That's crazy. That this
Honestly,
would turn out
WWF
like it did.
hardcore matches were always really fun.
Yeah,
They
they
beat
were.
the shit out of each other. There's
Yeah.
no holding back on any of that shit.
Yeah.
Jerry Lawler says his match is next.
He's standing on a chair, like at the commentary. My match is next. It's gotta be a jelly. It's gotta be puppies on a pole. And JR very seriously looks at him and he says, "Well, what if it's an Inferno match? What if it ain't puppies?"
He's so concerned.
Lawler looks at him and says, "An Inferno match."
He sits down. Inferno match. Raw is brought to you by the following: The Ring. Before you die, you see the ring.
DreamWorks The Ring.
Dude, that's before you die, you see the ring. Yeah, that's pro wrestling.
That's Jim Ross says it. Jim Ross says it.
Yeah.
And Castro GTX high mileage?
Don't get this twisted, James. The new Castrol GTX.
Oh my God, what the hell?
Upgraded Castrol GTX.
That's why the ratings are in the fucking bin.
Well, they're trying, bro. What the hell?
And Greyhound Bus.
Great.
They're dogs or something.
Yeah, is this dog here? What dog's that?
Jerry Lawler versus Steven Richards. They're on a pole, actually. The puppies are. Jerry Lawler versus Steven Richards is up next. And Eric Bischoff spins the wheel. And it is it's legal in Nevada match.
Now, was there something you had in mind when you were trying to figure this out? Because I was like, okay, this is probably just some kind of like no DQ thing or
Street Fight or something, right?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, but I was like, they just did that, so I was like, I couldn't figure it out. No one in the match seemed to know what it was.
Nobody
at all. And then Godfather's music hits, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a prostitution match. That's awesome.
The hoes come out on stage, and there is a plethora of hoes out here tonight.
A lot of hoes.
The Godfather is wearing the Gateway Moo Cow computer fit, so that's pretty sweet.
That's exactly what it was. JR on commentary says, I've been to Muskogee on many Saturday nights, and I've never seen anything like this.
Godfather says, being that Nevada is my home, I know what is legal, if you know what I mean.
Huh? No. What do you mean?
Well,
you already know.
No, I don't know.
You're
God damn
damn right. Godfather says, the winner of this match tonight gets to take a ride on the train. Hody ho, hody ho, hody ho,
whoa, hody ho,
hody ho. I don't mean any train. I mean the ho train. Everybody goes, yeah, woo, yeah, fuck yeah. This is super over, man. Super fucking over.
Yeah.
Immediately as he announces that the winner of this match gets to go on the Ho train, Steven Richards attacks King immediately. I think JR says, well, I think Steven Richards wants to take a ride on the Ho train. Yeah, you're right.
He says Steven Richards, who hasn't rode on many Ho trains, or at least that's the rumor.
You're spreading rumors, dude.
What the fuck? I heard that from myself.
The crowd is chanting Jerry very loud.
This is post Right to Censor Steven Richards, by the way.
Yeah, so Steve Richards, of course, hits his patented hold my hand up for a while, then hit a vertical suplex move. That was
awesome. His taunt, of course.
Yes, before the vertical suplex, yes.
The crowd was either chanting, we want Ho, or CM Punk. I couldn't figure it out.
It was actually CM Pulse.
Okay, fair enough.
Richards then goes off the top for a flying nothing. King puts his boots up.
Yes.
King then pulls the strap down. He starts his comeback. So obviously when he starts his big comeback, the camera just cuts away from him completely.
Of course it does. Yeah.
King hits the Memphis fist drop on Steven Richards, which
JR,
I love that move.
It did look cool too. Yeah. JR on commentary says Lawler is just as motivated as when he beat Mr. Perfect for the AWA title in '88.
That's a great
I love that he
line.
just has that information. He goes,
He's just saying shit. Yeah.
Richards gets his foot on the bottom rope here for the Memphis fist drop, so he stays in the match. Richards then does another hand signal. No one knows what he's going for.
The pile driver, of course.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, that's the pile driver, of course. King then flash pins him and wins the match.
Yeah, great. He just hooks the legs and gets the win. And then the hoes get in the ring and dance with him.
We get a real uncomfortable Jerry Lawler in the host segment.
Dude, he just like drags two of them to the floor. One of their titties pops out. I was like, what is going on here, son?
Very uncomfortable. This goes on for a long time.
Way too long. Way too long. What is going on here? Like, did they fucking mistime this? Did they go home early so Jerry Lawler went home early so he could have extra time to dance?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Say go to the finish.
Yeah.
JR says, "Now, King, we have more work to do."
He's a train. Yeah, he does say that.
Lawler's out of here, so
yeah, he's gone the rest of the show.
We go to a pre-tape. Randy Orton The business is in his blood.
Yeah, it was his dad puts him over.
His whole promo is his dad putting him over.
They show a bunch of signs to show how like people are taking to Randy Orton. One of the signs they show spells his name wrong. Randy Orton.
It showed Randy Orton doing the overdrive. That was awesome.
Let's suck my ass and my dick and balls all at the same time, please. Thank you.
In hell. Bob Orton says, I think my son is really good at You Should Push My Son.
I swear, my son's going to be world champion, so you might as well just push him now. I mean,
push that motherfucker now.
He's got the best dropkick in the biz, he says also.
He did say that, yeah. One of the best dropkicks I've ever seen. It's so weird. There's a Randy Orton hype video and a Batista hype video on the same show. And they're like, they're not
crazy.
Associated with each other.
Not yet, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, really. They show Randy Orton at WWE The World forcing autographs upon people.
Come here, I'm a sign this for you.
This person, it was like, you will
what, sign this? A menu?
I will also hug you, and that will be it, and you will like it.
Yeah. But take this autograph.
Randy Orton, a legend in the making.
Now, the beginning of this next segment here, I don't understand what this was. Maybe I missed an angle here, but it's Terry catches up with Kane backstage here. They interview him, and Terry says, I'm here with the big red machine, and take it from me, I do mean the big red machine. What?
Because he's tall.
Because he's tall? Or did she fuck him?
Yeah.
No, he's tall. He's tall.
Yeah, he's tall.
Seen
we'll
his cock?
Seen his fat nuts.
Because he's tall. He's big. He's tall.
Big fat nuts machine. And Kane just cuts a normal person promo.
He's talking.
Kane says
he starts kind of Hogan promo. Let me tell you something, brother. Yeah. I'm happy for the first time ever in my life, brother, dude.
He said, I've been fighting the odds for a long time, and for the first time in my life, I'm happy. I don't want Happy Kane. Happy
Kane is the worst.
Triple H, here's you. Here's your prize.
Kane, Happy Kane.
Yeah, Happy Kane sucks.
Kane is a double champion, Carl. He's tag and Intercontinental champ, and he has a world title match. This is insane. Like him being the idea of Kane being triple champion,
and this is the worst version of Kane too. So how the fuck does he end up with all these titles?
Yeah,
because he's happy.
I can be the first man to hold the tag team, the IC, and the world title at the same time. I know I can do it, and all my Canaanites know I can do it.
Canaanites?
What the fuck, Kane? Stop talking like a regular person.
He said,
I'm a regular guy, and I'm happy as hell.
I'm going to do this, and I'll be damned if I let anyone or anything. And Jonathan Coachman comes up. He says, whoa, hody doody.
Hody do, hody do.
Hody die. He says, right now, Triple H and Ric Flair are whooping Hurricane's ass. And Kane says, where? And rushes after them.
What the fuck? I thought you would want to know. Triple H and Ric Flair are beating up the Hurricane.
He runs out. Kane sprints out of the room.
Holding the tag title. Eventually, he throws it to the floor. I guess he realizes, this sucks. I can't carry this anymore. They cut, and Triple H and Flair are whooping Hurricane in a shirt's ass.
He was not lying. That's true.
No, he was.
This is the longest fucking hallway I've ever seen ever.
How far away was he? Jesus Christ. Johnny Ace, Sergeant Slaughter, and a bunch of refs eventually break it up.
Why did Triple H take his mask off?
He ripped his shirt and took his mask off. Fuck you.
And then just showed him with his mask off. What the fuck are y'all doing?
Kayfabe. And then once Kane gets there, after the fight's already been broken up, Kane comes in, rushes in, and it fucking bumps a ref.
For no reason at all.
And then Kane says, you son of a bitch! And then big pop.
It's a huge pop. I don't even know why.
Son of a bitch, whoa. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was awesome.
I just thought you would want to know. Triple H and Ric Flair beating up the Hurricane. Oh, no. I'm going to be right there. Where?
Huh? Anyway, no, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy.
Las Vegas.
Oh, it is Vegas. I wrote that down. It's Vegas.
Yeah. I legit wrote anyway. Vegas.
So now it's time for the main event.
Well, they recap what just happened. And then,
in case you missed it.
And then they go to a JR, like, just at commentary by himself thing. Says, well, I'm all here by myself.
He's like, King will be here any minute, and he doesn't ever come.
He never comes. He says, because Lawler went to the hotel with Godfather and the Ho Train. He specifically said that. Godfather and the Ho Train.
Yeah, Godfather's got to be there. That's how it usually always works. Godfather would be there, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Whoa.
So Kane is obviously on his own here. It's Kane taking on Bubba and Spike Dudley, taking on Christian and Chris Jericho, taking on Jeff Hardy and RVD. This is the 4th TLC match ever. 3rd if you forget the other one. And the first TLC match ever on Raw.
Yeah, so chronically, they're still chronically naming these matches. So JR says this is TLC IV, which I thought was cool. I hate that the stip got so fucked because like.
Oh, what are they at now? Jesus.
100. They have them all the time.
Fuck.
They have a whole pay-per-view app named after it. Like,
you're right. Yeah. And they do multiple.
And they just canceled it for this year, actually. I think they just canceled TLC.
Yeah.
I love that they like, AEW does that now. Where they number the matches is because, one, it keeps you honest. One, it keeps, like you say, you can't run the match a million times.
It makes it feel important, too. I don't know why. It just does.
Because JR spent like 5 minutes before this going like, I'm seriously concerned. I think someone could die in this match tonight.
JR's commentary during this whole match is fantastic. Like on his own, he like puts over how like chaotic and how much carnage happens in this match, and it's awesome.
JR's a very good solo commentator here. I actually couldn't believe that he was, with no one to play off of, he was able to.
Yeah.
So Jeff Hardy comes out here, extra glow stick juice.
He's putting on more juice.
He's eating the glow sticks like crazy. This man is
juice on the way out.
He's putting more juice on. No more juice, man. Damn.
JR, well, for all I was saying there, JR on commentary says, I'm going to have some smoked meat next Monday on Raw. What?
Yeah, like Minnesota or some shit. Yeah.
He does that now on AEW a lot. He'll name like cities and then he'll name like what's going on. He's like, I'm going to get a Moscow Mule there or something.
Well, Tony, at least now or here, he was like advertising the whatever
Minnesota,
yeah. But on AEW, he'll just be like, I'm
going to eat a ham sandwich.
A ham sandwich. That's actually perfect. A ham sandwich, exactly what he says.
I was looking up the TLC matches, so you'll never guess how many they've had. Take a guess.
24
in total.
Yeah.
What was your number, James?
24.
I'm going to say 34.
28, if you count the NXT Halloween Havoc.
I think James wins that one. I went over. Yeah.
Nice.
28. Guess who has the most appearances in a TLC match?
I imagine Jeff, but...
Christian?
Edge. Edge has 7.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's 5-2. He's 5 victories
that's probably
and 2
because
losses.
Christian went to TNA. If you count TNA ladder matches, Christian wins.
That's true.
28 TLC matches.
Yeah, and then CM Punk and Seth Rollins are both the only they're 3-0 tied at most appearances.
Undefeated to TLC.
Yes. I like the Full Metal Mayhem name more than TLC, I'll be honest.
I like TLC just because that's what it was. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know any different. That's just what it was.
Full Metal Mayhem to me now, knowing I like Full Metal Mayhem. That's pretty very sweet.
Yeah, that was good.
I mean, when you think about it, when you think about it, TLC doesn't really even make any fucking sense. Like I can't use anything else, or can I? Because they definitely use stairs eventually and other shit.
No, there was and stairs, and then there was a stairs match they had too as well. So there was that.
I can use whatever I want. What are you gonna do? DQ me in a TLC match?
There was 15 Full Metal Mayhem matches, by the way. If you want to
really,
yeah,
wow,
that's pretty sweet.
So there you go,
James. What do you think of the Dudley's theme here by Saliva?
I actually didn't hate it. It's
slower.
Yeah. So they still do. Yeah, we're coming down. And then it's like a real slowed down version of the song, which for whatever reason here, maybe seeing it with them coming down the ramp.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I was like,
I didn't mind it either. Yeah.
This is pretty cool. Okay.
At first I was like, fuck. But I was like, you know what? This isn't so bad.
Yeah.
That was actually
Come on.
Sweet. I like that.
JR on commentary says Hurricane has been taken to the local medical facility and Lawler is left with Godfather and Ho-Train.
And I'm going to get smoked brisket.
Yeah, I'm going to smoke some meat right now.
So Christian also has the Last Year on Your Own theme song.
With the pyro.
With the pyro.
Fantastic. I'm surprised they gave him that much pyro, I'll be honest.
Fuck, they gave him a lot of pyro. That's like all-timer pyro to me.
I think so, too. And then they gave it to Randy Orton or some shit.
Did they give him as much? He just had the raining. I think Christian had up and down pyro.
Yeah,
which is
middle and then to the sides.
Yeah, which is really fucking sweet.
Christian's got the Brett gear here, but...
Looks like shit.
James. Yeah, I know.
Looks like fucking shit.
What was we watched the one where you faced Scott Steiner. He had the duck color with green and yellow.
I forgot. He just said, "Give me whatever people will hate." I could totally believe that, honestly.
Sure, but I mean, he's a heel. Fuck it, it works.
I can see that.
It's so ugly that I end up coming around to it. It's actually kind of crazy. Jericho weird. Comes out, no girl on the Tron. Great.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, it's the ball. Fuck. God damn it.
Sorry.
I always think of the ball. I don't know why.
What's my name, bitch? JR says King left with the ladies, and then we are getting the match started.
Wow, what a fucking match this is, man. There's a lot to run down here.
Very much a lot to dissect.
These guys died for this fucking match.
Yeah, fuck, yeah.
This is a 20-something minute match, and for a TLC match on TV, this was really fucking good.
Was there one commercial?
One commercial, and
that was it, right?
We'll talk about it. It's actually pretty cool how they go to it.
Oh, it's actually really fucking cool how they go into it.
So let's start at the top here.
Sure.
Jericho and Christian try to set up a ladder. They try to climb quick, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, like early on.
Crowd is chanting RVD, and he isn't even doing anything.
He just exists.
Yeah, like he's so over. It's crazy. Bubba Ray Dudley does the ladder airplane spin
Terry
before
Funk.
Kane
Yeah.
boots him. I like that a lot. That's a pretty cool spot.
He's a helicopter. I don't even know there's an airport here.
Jericho and Christian set up a ladder in the corner pointed towards the ring, like on the top of the rope.
It's like sticking, I don't know, the top of the ladder
That's a good way to put it.
Outwards.
Sticking out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Into the ring.
Yes.
And then Spike Dudley, Bret Hart bumps into the ladder.
Dude, Bret just takes the whole thing, too.
Fuck. Jericho whipped him right into it, and he dies.
I wrote that, fuck in all caps, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. That motherfucker took that straight up. Like, that's...
How did that not become a video game spot?
I don't know, because it's so sick. It's such a sick spot.
Yeah.
Kane hits the Kane line off the top to Christian. That looked really good.
Dude, Christian was so
sweet.
far away there, I didn't think he was even going to hit.
Kane gets a lot of distance on that fucker, man.
Kane then chokeslams Bubba. Spike tries...
fucks him with it.
Spike tries to jump on Kane, but he just fucking catches him. I love how he didn't even expect him to jump on him. He did, and he still caught him because he's just so fucking strong.
He's just gigantic.
Kane then picks Spike Dudley up and throws him out onto RVD, like just awesome style.
Presses him. Yeah, presses him over the top rope, yeah.
That was just, I was like, oh wow, that was pretty cool. I didn't know where this match was going, so I was like, oh, if that's the big spot in this match, that's pretty cool.
There's so many. Oh, yeah, like you said, like, there's so many where it's like, oh, okay, that's the big one. Oh, that's the big one, huh? That's, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Jericho and Christian set Kane up on a table on the outside of the ring here. They go to grab a ladder from inside the ring, and they're trying to take it out, so it's stuck in between the ropes. They're on the apron.
Through the middle, yeah.
And it's hanging between the outside and the inside on, like, the middle rope. RVD does a flipping senton onto the ladder as it's hanging on the ropes, and it hits him Joey Mercury style.
That's fucking crazy.
That's how I wrote it down too, Joey Mercury style. That's
I don't know what the fuck was.
That was so cool. That was so cool.
It was sweet. And then, fucking Jeff grabs a chair and smashes Kane with it, and Kane goes, ah! It just hit him so hard. Why did Jeff set up two ladders out here? They don't use the second one.
Maybe he was going to try to do the leg drop over the ladder.
Yeah, okay.
And he was like, never mind.
Either that or Kane said, you better not.
Whoa. That's why I was saying. Whoa.
Would he die?
Hey. So Kane's down on the table. Jeff Hardy climbs the ladder, hits a guillotine leg drop off the ladder onto Kane.
Kills him. Destroys this fucking table.
All the tables here decimate into a million pieces.
Break like shit. Yeah, they're blown up.
Bubba Ray's the last one standing in the ring, and he goes to climb.
Dude,
and as he's climbing,
he dumped a ladder over the top rope onto Jericho's head. Fuck.
Jericho fucking at least was able to protect himself. It looks scary as fuck, though.
I don't know how. It must suck, though.
Bubba, I assume all this shit. I couldn't even imagine doing any of this shit. Like,
fuck that.
You got to have some true adrenaline just going through you. I don't even know.
That Spike thing would have took me out for the rest of the month.
And these guys got up and worked the next day. They worked the SmackDown taping on Tuesday.
Hell yeah, they probably did the house shows too.
Wow, that's crazy. So JR says, as Bubba Ray is climbing the ladder, they're telling me we got one more commercial break. Don't take it now. Don't take it now.
We gotta take a break. Don't do it now. Please don't do it now. It's fucking like pleading that they stick with it because there's a spot. Bubba gets fucking powerbombed off the ladder by Christian. JR sends it to commercial. This is awesome.
Everybody's down.
Yeah, everyone's down. Commercial. Perfect timing. JR is putting this over super hard.
Please don't do it now. I was like, wow, this is like really important. That's sweet.
JR, dude, I used to love when Mike Tenay and Don West would do that too. Mike Tenay would say, don't you do it. Don't you leave this match. I used to love that shit. Yeah, that was awesome. Christian powerbombs Bubba off the ladder. That's when they cut the break. Yes. We come back. Crowd is chanting ECW as they're all in the center climbing the ladders. You can see now that they're off of hard cam just a little bit. Huge RVD, like individual letter sign that looked just awesome, man. I love those signs like that.
Yeah.
Jericho then hits the Bulldog on Bubba off of one of the ladders in the ring. That's the spot you were talking about, right?
Yes, that was just what. Sorry, I was trying to find out if that was what spot actually fucking messes Bubba up, and it actually might be the spot later, or it was just combined with that, because I think Bubba somehow, I don't know if maybe when he does the Bubba bomb off the ladder to Christian, I don't know, maybe he gets headbutted or something, but he's fucking out when he hits that.
Oh, really?
So like
really?
The end of that match, Jericho is pretty much just having to like reposition the entire match to walk Bubba through his spots. It's like
you're right, because
crazy.
Jericho's screaming at everybody to like, yeah, we gotta do this and this and this as we get to the end.
But yeah,
the arena was so loud, you would only know if you looked out for
if you were paying attention. Yeah, dude. But you could have convinced me that fucking Bulldog kills him, because he like no hands up. Bulldog, Jericho
Bubba
style,
takes those bumps like that, and
his fucking head.
He takes like all those face bumps like that.
Yeah,
like, I don't know how he does that. Like
he shouldn't.
Yeah, that's rough. Christian hits the inverted DDT to RVD off the other ladder.
That was sweet.
Spike goes to climb, but Christian just grabs him and throws him over the ropes.
Everyone's just shit canning Spike. Poor guy.
Kane is now back up. He spends most of this match down. Kane is back up. He takes Christian out, catches Jeff out of midair, and then hits a power slam.
How strong is Kane, man? Like, that's so sick. He just does
he's about
whatever
to be triple champ, bro. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He hits a big boot afterwards. Spike tries to stop Kane from climbing. He just gets back in the ring and just starts crawling over. And Kane's going to climb. He grabs his foot. And he's just trying anything to keep him from climbing the ladder. Which, God, man, Spike is so good at the underdog shit. Like, he's just the best at it.
This spot is fucking sweet, too. He fucking Spike runs and hits the ropes, comes back, and Kane just pushes the ladder over into his fucking head.
God damn it. He just takes it. That's rough.
He eats the whole thing.
That's brutal.
Jericho brings a chair into the ring and hits the ladder, knocking down Kane.
Hits Bubba, too.
Yeah, Hardy then uses Bubba's back as he's down to hit Poetry in Motion in the corner.
Sick.
I thought that was cool. Hardy holds a chair in front of Kane, and RVD fucking hits the Van Terminator and fucking kills him.
Dude, the way Kane like just slinks out of the ring after this made the move look even better. Like, he gets hit with it and then just kind of gets lost in the ring post and falls out of the ring.
And JR at first, he's like, oh, is RVD going to go coast to coast? And then he hits it. He goes, Van Terminator! Van Terminator! Yes. I wrote down, oh, hell yeah! That shit was awesome. What a cool spot, man. Jericho goes for a suplex to Hardy on a ladder, but Hardy reverses it and Jericho just eats the fucking ladder, man.
And then Jeff, is that before or after he throws Christian off the top onto the ladder, which was also gnarly?
This is that's right after that spot, which is dirty, dude. As Jericho eats a ladder, I think JR was talking or something. He's like, how do you do that? How do you do that without splatting your kidneys? Someone at home,
stupid
tell me.
fucking piece of shit at home.
You think wrestling's fake? You think this is fake?
Please don't do it.
Hardy then, like you said, throws Christian across the fucking ring, splat on a ladder. He barely makes it there.
He almost dies. He doesn't like rotate. He rotates like the last second to hit the ladder.
AJ style.
Dude, exactly. That's a good way to put it.
Fucked up. Oh, he dies.
Hardy goes to climb. Bubba meets him at the top. Bubba hits a superplex on Jeff here.
Into the corner.
Dude, no joke. Goddamn, one more inch, Jeff would have died.
I think so too. Died. That would have been
I can't believe they even did it. Do you think Bubba was out at this point and like he just kind of took him? Or
you know what? I don't know. I can't. I have to look into it more, and maybe he was, because there's no way he wasn't fucked up from that Bulldog man. But I mean, he went with it. But yeah, they were like,
he just went. I was like, he was so like
no
they were
hesitation.
Like off.
Yeah,
they were like center, but more towards the turnbuckle a little bit. No hesitation at all. I'm like, y'all are both. There's like you guys are 10 feet combined for the suplex. There's no way that this doesn't hit the ropes.
If it was in a video game, Jeff would have been on the floor.
That's you're right. Distance. Yeah, it would have triggered the thing.
Yes,
dude. Jeff, if Jeff didn't get his feet up, if Jeff took the bump
straight
flat like he's supposed to take a superplex, he would have fucking died.
He would have smashed something real bad.
And he just shout out to Jeff.
Especially
a superplex. It was legit scary.
Sucks in general. Off the ladder sucks as well. In the corner, which is like the fucking hardest part of the ring, fuck the apron. That sucks.
It's crazy that all the spots here. That was like super scary actually.
Yeah,
like you watch because they showed it from the overhead. Also, they showed a nice overhead view of it, and no joke, could have just died.
Speaking of super fucking scary, Jericho climbs to the top of the ladder. Spike comes over and he's fucking with him. Jericho's like kicking him in the head to kick him away. Spike grabs the bottom of the ladder, picks it up, and dumps Jericho forward to the outside, and Jericho is an inch away from smashing his head into the fucking stairs.
What the fuck? How does he even take that? Over the top rope, off the ladder.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
Grabs the ropes and just fucking dies. Yeah.
Is that the first time that spot's happened? Because I feel
they definitely made it seem like it.
Yeah, because it
usually there's like a table,
insane.
right? But there was nothing.
No table. It was the fucking ground.
It's not, and it's usually like sideways. You know what I mean? You push the ladder over and you jump off. But this Jericho went head first off the ladder to the floor.
Jericho was the ring general for this match.
He was. You could tell he was like kind of calling everything.
Yeah, well, that was scary as fuck, though.
That spot actually like made me like jump, like because he got.
I thought so too. I was like, because I swore it was going to be a thing where Spike picks it up, but like he can't lift it up because he's not strong enough. Nope, he fucking dumps him.
Oh my god, dude. He falls over the ropes. The crowd, everyone's on their feet. Electric. JR's fucking going crazy. I'm fired up. I'm like, this match is amazing. I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome.
I swore one of the referees threw up the X too, but maybe Jericho said, "Now fuck that, I'm finishing this motherfucker."
Too deep now. We gotta go, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jericho was seriously injured about that. I only remember the one he talks about where he took the table.
I bet
bump.
he talked about it in his new book. He goes over all his matches, right?
Oh, yeah, probably.
So I wasn't sure because I feel like Jericho's had a lot of bad instances. Because what was the table bump one, Tony? I don't know.
Where he's gonna get dumped on the outside, but he's trying to hit the top rope so he can get the table, but the table's too far, and he hits the side of the table and almost like it's. I think it was a TLC match, or what was it? I don't even know what kind of match it was, but yeah.
I was thinking of the one where it might have been him and Christian or something like that, where like the ladder gets pushed out from under him and he lands ass first on the bottom of the ladder and it like just goes right up his ass. That shit's fucked.
So now this match is like so in the stratosphere, it's crazy. No one's even sitting
what more
down
can he
anymore.
Do? Yeah.
Spike sets a ladder up. He tries to go for the belts here. JR is putting this over like insane.
The underdog. Don't you want to see the underdog do it? That's what we all want to see.
I actually believed him getting it because he was like, man, I've never held the belt. I want to win it.
JR is just the fucking man here.
JR says he's the littlest dog in the fight, but he's got the biggest heart in the ring. And I said, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, win.
Yeah, and then the crowd wants him to win so bad too. So Christian comes in and Spike goes for the acid drop, but Christian just tosses him out of the ring through a table.
Awesome spot. Yeah.
I love that shit. Oh my God, it decimates the table.
Throws him through the table, and JR is just doing a fantastic job selling just the fucking fuckery of this match, man. It's like, this is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my life.
He's losing it, man. Yeah, it's going crazy. Christian goes to climb, but Bubba sets up another ladder beside him, climbs it, and then hits the Bubba bomb on Christian.
Yeah, that might have been where Bubba gets fucked up, because after that you see Jericho kind of just call in spots, just
he's just yelling at everybody like, all right, we gotta switch up, we gotta do this.
Bubba's lost. You can kind of see it in his face, but he's like going through the motions. It's like, oh my God. Yeah,
I mean, shout out Jericho here because like we just talked about, he literally kept this match together. Like he pushing everyone through it. Like, good shit, man.
God, that must suck. Bubba like ass first off the ladder.
Yeah, that's a fuck. I mean, he's done that a lot, and every time I go, what the hell? There's no way to take that other than my butt hurts. Like, there's just no way. That's
his whole spine is fucked up
my
after
ass
that.
is going to go through my mouth. Yeah.
So RVD climbs up to the top rope after the Bubba Bomb and then hits the 5-star frog splash on Christian.
Yes.
Huge fucking pop for that.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy then climbs to the top rope and goes for the swanton on Bubba, but Bubba moves out of the way and then back body drops him over the ropes through a table.
Just fucking clean as hell. I felt like the camera almost missed it for how quick it was too. Like he just dumps him over. Jeff goes through the table clean.
Jeff like floats in the air on the back body drop.
He does the AJ gimmick.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so good. Oh my God, dude, it's crazy because they did so many back body drops tonight. I'm like, damn, no one does back body drops anymore.
Yeah,
like,
and there's a ton of them. Yeah,
there's a ton. That was a huge spot. That was an awesome spot.
The unexpected bumps like that where you don't know, like, oh fuck, there's a table there. Like,
I didn't know there was one there. I was like, where's he going?
That's awesome.
RVD then hits the Van Daminator on Bubba Ray.
Probably not good for his brain.
Dude, JR's going crazy at this point. Van Daminator. Van Daminator. Oh my God, this is fucking good. RVD climbs the ladder, fingers on the belt. Jericho hits in the back with a steel chair. Jericho climbs the ladder, then locks in the walls of Jericho and RVD on top of the ladder.
So crazy looking, man. That's horrifying because, like, the ring
that could go anyway.
Is uneven as fuck. There's nobody holding this ladder here.
Yeah.
this could have tipped over and somebody could have just fucking they would never see him again because they're dead. Like, this fucked.
RVD, RVD
How's he fall off this?
He does a moonsault basically over to the other side.
Yeah, like
flips his legs over, right? And then he flips on
then tries to post off the ladder. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So Jericho goes to climb, but Kane is back up and is climbing the ladder too.
Shit.
Kane hits an avalanche chokeslam to Jericho off the ladder.
So when he says avalanche, he means Kane didn't just chokeslam him. He goes with him.
He goes with them.
He takes him with him.
I actually think that Jericho called for it because Kane goes up to chokeslam him. He notices he's like, all right, so I'm a little off here. And I think Jericho just said, go with it. Like, because Kane looks at him in the face and then just jumps. I go, oh my God.
Kane braces for it for the first time, and Jericho's you can see like they're a little shaky. He has to reposition for it. And then Kane avalanche chokeslam looked awesome though.
That's a sweet move.
How is that not somebody's like finish? Like a top rope chokeslam. You go with them.
Oh man, taking that bump regularly would be
like
rough.
An awesome bomb,
Shit,
but
whatever.
like a chokeslam.
Fuck whatever. So he hits the avalanche chokeslam off the ladder, and Kane sits up and just climbs the ladder, grabs the belts. He's the tag.
Still being ring general, by the way. Jericho scoots forward on his ass and tucks his legs around the ladder to make sure Kane doesn't fall off of it, so the ladder doesn't tip over because Kane's a big fucker.
Jericho's amazing. He's literally amazing.
It's unbelievable.
What a fucking match.
So they announced Kane as the tag team champions here.
I thought for sure he was going to lose since he's got this big match coming up.
Yeah.
I have no recollection of this shit. So when we watched this back, I was fucking so fired up. Like,
this match is awesome.
How is this not great?
This had like 4 all-timer spots in it. How this is not. I don't think
this
anyone
never
ever talks about
about
this. No.
In the TLC Chronicle, this is never brought up.
I always think of WrestleMania 17, but definitely this one's right up there.
The first 2, and then I remember the forgotten one, the third one, the SmackDown one that they do because everyone talks about it because it's the forgotten one. But this is the fucking forgotten one. Yeah, that one's
fun, but
it's
this
not
is
as
like
good as this.
Legit fucking crazy. This is like, wow, I don't even. That's insane.
You know what's crazy? It's because of it's the 4th one, so they're all going balls to the wall because there's expectations. They're like, wow, we don't want to disappoint, so we have to like kill it. Yeah.
Wow. I have no idea how any of them even I went home that night. And were like,
fuck.
Fine,
take a flight. What the fuck? What are you looking forward to? The smoked meat next week, of course.
JR is like gassed. He's like, he
did it all on his own too.
Much into that.
No color commentary.
That was really good.
It was awesome. Kane holds up the belts to do his fire gimmick, but Triple H and Flair come out of the top of the ramp.
Don't ruin the night, you fucking bitch.
Dude, Triple H.
I didn't know what this was until I knew what it was.
Until you.
It's I was the exact same way.
Oh,
Triple H says, I told you your life would never be the same after tonight, so I'm here.
Fuck.
She says, you're happy, Kane? Well, how happy is Katie Vick? No!
He says, unfortunately, some people can't always be happy. How happy is Katie Vick? Yeah, that's right. I know it all. What is Triple H and Victoria got fucking scoops? What the fuck is going on here? 10 years ago, you killed her. That's right, Kane. You are a murderer. And they get a really close a really close up shot of Kane's face to end the show.
God damn it.
No.
Why?
No.
Unbelievable. I almost thought they were going to show the segment, but I
was like, there's no way we picked this episode and didn't know it was the Katie Vick episode.
That's what I was like, there's no way we don't know it's Katie Vick episode. Yeah.
Wow, that's I left my mouth was like, oh, I can't fucking believe this is.
They had one of the sweetest matches in probably Raw history, and then they did that.
You killed her, Kane. You're a murderer. No.
Not happy human Kane. He can't be a murderer.
The crowd's just standing like confused. No one knows how to react. Like, just whatever.
10 years ago, you killed her. What, when he was the dentist? You killed her when he was the dentist?
I didn't even think of that.
No.
In 92, when Taker debuted?
God damn it.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah,
So-
but what a show, man.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Just all gimmicks and fun shit. Like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, this is cool. That main event is like,
Dude, that might. Now I got to rewatch the other TLCs to
I
make
know,
sure
me
I'm not
too, I
tripping
know.
because I'm starting to rate this pretty high. I got to go back and watch the other ones now.
even just like the stuff Spike was taking alone is like all timer stuff. Let alone everything else that happened. Like,
Right.
fuck, man. And the JR on commentary on his own was fucking just killing it. Like,
Dude, he was awesome.
yeah, this is sweet. Good stuff,
Good
man.
shit, man. So
Yeah.
that was Raw from October 7th, 2002, Raw Roulette.
Not in Las Vegas. It wasn't there.
Definitely not.